I think it's really ideal and really naive for you to think that simply banning microtransactions is going to make these companies make less money. I don't think
didn't
that's going
say
to
it was
happen.
all
What?
about simply banning microtransactions.
So then they don't need
It is,
microtransactions to make money then.
It's
yeah,
not
it's
about
one
needing
small
money. It's
step.
about wanting. One of the biggest examples of that, and this is mobile too, I guess, but like Genshin Impact. Oh my god, I hate Genshin Impact because it's such a damn good game.
Yep.
But like, I think that all of their gacha, all that loot box shit is it's so like, oh, I hate it so much. But at the same time,
Isn't
they
that
make
weeb stuff?
unreal amounts of money. Oh yeah, it is.
What's
Maybe
wrong
that's
with
why I
weeb
love it.
stuff?
Okay. But like they make
yeah,
so much money off
so
Genshin that I can't
cringe.
even blame them. If I'm another company
I'm
and I see
kicking.
how
Do I have permission
successful
to kick?
Genshin is, hell yeah, dude, I'm signing up.
I
I'm gonna
don't-
do that shit too.
I don't
The
mind
thing is,
people
though-
taking advantage of weebs because they fucking deserve it.
True.
The problem
I'm
is,
kicking
it's not
both
just
of them.
weebs they're taking
Give me
advantage
permissions,
of.
Freemz. Let me do
The
it.
problem is not just taking advantage of weebs, right? They're taking advantage
Weebs
of
deserve
children
to be
who are
exploited.
interested
That's all
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
ju-
say.
cartoon.
It's the
They are
worst
taking
take.
advantage of children.
Well, Steam keeps trying to suggest me like hentai games and shit too. So I
Super
don't know.
Money Made too.
You can disable that.
Dirtbag, if you stop clicking on them, it'll stop recommending them. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
They
you
don't
do.
do
Come
that.
on, you do. I know it.
No, I mean they don't base it on that.
There
Of course,
ain't no
I click
shame in
on
that,
them. It's
King.
like
There ain't no shame in
cartoon
that,
titties
King.
as I'm scrolling through the fucking store. I'm like, what is this game?
Listen. There ain't no shame in enjoying some hentai games. I just want to say.
They don't get it. All right, it's cool.
It is absolutely.
I use he/they pronouns. I'm pretty leftist. I focus mostly on social issues and political stuff and the government of this country ruining everything.
True.
Nice. Okay, and then we have Double Sean.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Billshine. I cover politics, gaming, and Twitch drama, and I consider myself the most attractive left-leaning political commentator on Twitch for the next 6 days until Hassan is unbanned. So.
Okay.
I can't believe you'd say that in the same chat room as KF Logan.
Outrageous.
He's got
You
a
know
better
what?
beard, all right? I'll give him
I'm
that.
gonna look. Look, the truly confident. No, don't need to say it. You know. I'll just let it be. I'll let the images do the talk.
Let the audience decide, okay?
Okay.
Then we have Tina_2, who's probably mourning right now.
What do you mean?
I don't know. What do I mean?
I have no idea. Maybe you want to clarify?
Just I heard your favorite streamer got banned, so
I'm not that big of a fan of Vosh. I don't know what you mean.
anyways. You gotta introduce yourself.
Hi
Tina.
everyone. I am Tina_2. I am a political streamer. So and I cover Canadian topics a lot of the time. Like the Wet'suwet'en, and then Fairy Creek. I cover that as well. So if you're interested in Indigenous rights in Canada, you can come to my stream.
And then we have my co-host, Mr. Dr. Leon Cyphers.
Hey everyone. I'm finally starting to amend myself. I got the COVID booster on Friday and it absolutely destroyed me. I lost like 2 days from it. So if you haven't gotten your booster, go get the Pfizer one. I don't recommend Moderna unless it's your only choice.
See, I got the Moderna booster and I felt fine, but I mean, I'm a lot tougher than you.
You know what? The older I get, the more I realize I probably chose con as my dump stat, and that was a mistake. I should have never done that. But it's a little too late to reroll stats now. But yeah, I got first, second, and third Moderna, which is the reason I stuck with it. The second Moderna was bad. The third one was worse. I don't know how I got a worse reaction from it, but I wanted to go to the hospital.
Are you saying Joe Rogan was right then?
If I say anything positive about Joe Rogan, am I going to get canceled?
If you had taken ivermectin, you would have not experienced the side effects.
That's true. If I had just taken ivermectin, I wouldn't have gone through the withdrawal or whatever from Moderna. We'd have been good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just double down. You're supposed to switch it up. That way you get double vax. You cover all your bases.
Exactly. And if you'd also then died of COVID, no more pain forever. So
Or have you considered it's all hoax? No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
True,
But-
bestie. So
Hey,
true.
That's how you get on Joe Rogan's podcast. Say some dumb shit. Yeah.
I feel cheated
I
that I got
did-
the vaccine. My Wi-Fi still sucks, so.
Mood.
right before I got my vaccine, though, I did go on the Wide World of Esports podcast. So I got to talk about the effects of live streaming on like gaming and esports, and that was actually a pretty good conversation.
Yeah, whenever I took it, my butthole got longer.
Longer.
Use your
It got
imagination.
longer.
I think it's got
That sounds
longer.
like a intense hemorrhoids to me. Maybe you should go to a doctor.
I don't mean that kind of longer.
You mean wider? What?
It's just use your imagination. I don't want to go too much into detail.
I don't think
That's-
anyone
that's
wants
for the,
anything
that's
in
for
their
the other-
imagination.
Was it dangling around by your knees? What are you talking
That's for the other website.
about? Yeah, save that for the OnlyFans.
How
Yeah.
did that kind of
Only
sidetrack
farmers.
Let's
happen?
just say I have a DVD slot now, thanks to the
Oh.
Moderna.
Oh no.
Cute.
I poop. I poop in sheets. I have shit sheets.
Like pastry.
Anyway. Yeah.
Stop it.
That's not even for OnlyFans. It's for the only lotions.
This is gonna be a good panel. Jesus
It's
Christ.
not going to be a good panel.
Leon, you are gonna have to probably pick the topics as we go because I have to use my whole Discord on the second monitor because I couldn't use a pop-out screen.
Yes,
I'm
this
kinda
is my
screwed.
podcast now.
So it's Leon's podcast now.
Yes. Real quick though, come like follow me on Twitch because I actually am a day streamer now. So you can actually find me like 11 to 4 p.m. or 11 to 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Just streaming around lunch.
No.
That way I don't have to compete with Freemz at night because
I was
Freemz
about
has
to
gotten
say,
too
no,
powerful.
don't go follow them because that competes with my time. So just follow me instead. So
Or you could have two tabs open.
Well,
and
wait, which
watch
is
Leftist
are you or Freemz more
infighting.
powerful? Because I need to know who to
No,
avoid.
follow me. No, follow me.
Oh,
Bunch
God,
of
who cares?
bunch of grubby fucking capitalists over here. You fucks.
look, all I'm saying is the top spot's open now, at least for the next 6 days, and I intend to be the number one leftist streamer. So
Yeah, good luck. You've got
Good
Chud
luck.
Logic to beat out
Yeah,
yet.
everyone's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna take
Well,
Hassan's viewership."
everyone thinks I'm
Hassan's
Chud Logic
viewers-
anyway.
Hassan's viewers are off watching XQC now. Okay,
No,
They don't
they're
give a fuck
distributing
about
themselves.
politics.
It's
Yeah,
the
they're
most
distributing
socialist
it.
thing he's
Don't-
done since.
Hassan doesn't talk
Mizkif
about
had-
politics
Mizkif
anyway. He just
had
complains
50
on Reddit.
Mizkif had 50,000 viewers a day.
Well, I was
I
just
think
wondering
he got the Hassan refugees. Okay,
what's going to happen with Mike from PA. Sorry, redacted from redacted. Because
who
like,
cares? Who
has his stream even ended? Because without Hassan to raid into, how does he know when to end or what to do there?
called a
I-
sub-
I've
I
bragged
can't name
that
a single
dude.
person that actually watches that stream. I'm not convinced anybody real actually watches it.
I've blocked him
Bots,
on every
bots.
single thing.
I'm
I'm
blocked from
still-
his chat, which is
Oh, I'm
Me
blocked from his
too.
chat too,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
banned
Me
on
too.
Twitter and
Yeah,
all that good
me too.
stuff.
Yeah.
which is a shame because he's got such big thoughts. You know. We're missing
True.
out.
Listen, sewer socialism. Let's go. That stuff's gonna pick up any day now.
What is a TIFF? Really?
Is it pronounced GIF or TIFF?
It's pronounced GIF, please.
Yeah, T is silent.
Exactly.
I'm not even going to introduce myself, even though I know other people are streaming, because I just talked about having a long butthole. So I'll go ahead and let Leon.
Everyone, go follow the long butthole.
Yeah,
Can
do
you
that.
plug your OnlyFans for us, just in case some of us are curious?
I'm not allowed to. I did think about making my own OnlyFans though, and where I just do like
Yeah, you don't have.
puppetry with my wiener. Like I do like.
Did
like
you
I
ever
thought about the first one I was
genuinely?
gonna-
Did you
I
ever
was gonna
see?
do 8 Mile first.
Did you ever see Puppetry of the Penis, the actual stage show that existed?
Wait, was
was a
wieners?
Yeah, it was called Puppetry of the Penis, and it was men with, frankly, well endowed chaps doing like. There was one where they pretended to be the Eiffel Tower and stuff like. They did like puppetry of the penis. It was a real thing.
Yeah, I want to do that, but I want to redo movies.
I can't tell if they need to take more drugs.
I think
or
you should
less.
redo First Blood.
Look, I would have shown everyone on stream Puppetry of the Penis, but I think it's definitely TOS. Definitely. It was on TV
Anyways.
though when I was a kid. No, it was on TV here back in like the early 2000s. I saw it on TV and I was
Are
like,
you kidding me?
that's like these are naked. It was on at like 11 at night. It wasn't
Oh,
it wasn't
still.
kids TV programming or something, but it was. I was like, shit, that's
still a little wild.
yeah. Anyway, so any more penis anecdotes? Anyone?
No.
I just one last penis anecdote.
Okay,
is-
okay.
See,
one
there you
more.
go. There's always one. There's always one.
Do you know where I could get for the 8 Mile Puppet Show like a little tiny gray hoodie from I'm gonna Google it. Actually, don't answer that.
Okay, but for the 8 Mile
I
thing,
can't think of it off the top of my head, to be
All I'm
honest. I
saying
don't
is-
I don't know where you get penis costumes.
Not penis costumes, but something that could
I
work.
found one.
But all I'm saying, in terms of the 8 Mile thing, you've already got like a natural replacement for the mum spaghetti throw up on yourself. I don't need to go into any detail. TOS, you know.
You didn't need to. You really nope.
I didn't need to, but I had to.
I think I can
Okay.
actually show this on stream too. Because it's like they have it on like a
Okay.
little wood mannequin.
See, no, we're all having to trust that your judgment of what is and isn't TOS is okay. Otherwise, you could
it's
get us all
going on-
banned.
I'm gonna put it on
What do
your
you mean?
stream.
Twitch legal is great. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, hang on, how, you're going to show something just to your fucking audience, then? How are we going to...
It's not like I'm being racist to white people. Show
I
it
gotta
later.
imagine.
All right, Leon, go ahead. Sorry.
It's no problem. Okay. I don't know if the topics just got sent. It's not much, but I put it in the topic ideas because I wasn't sure where to put it. If you guys want to look through it, I think a really easy one, because it seems like we have a lot of like politically minded people that love capitalism around here, is to talk about Toyota, which I know sounds weird, but Toyota's announced that for all their vehicles going forward, if you want the remote start feature, the little thing on your key fob that you press to start it remotely, that's going to be a subscription model now.
Yeah, that
You have to
seems
Twitch Prime to
fucking
Toyota now.
Wild.
Well, they're tying it in for the people that get satellite radio, I think. So everybody has that already, so why not just tie it in?
I don't. It should be like pretty easily hacked, right? Like I would imagine.
I don't know. They just announced that this is they're gonna start. Like they announced this like a few days ago.
It just feels like the car equivalent of microtransactions.
Yeah,
Pointless.
they're gonna like it'll still be part of what they hand over to you, but you have to pay an extra fee every month to actually have access to restarting your vehicle.
I can't
Oh
wait.
god.
I can't wait for like car part loot boxes or something as well.
That's common. I'm telling you, it's fucking common with the way everything's going. Jesus wept.
Yeah, true.
So apparently, the subscription thing is for like the mobile app. Like your key fob would still be able to do it, but
I
it's
don't
to use
think
the
so.
mobile.
Yeah,
Because look, unless you've got another way of actually turning it on, then surely you've bought the car and you're also essentially renting the car as well.
well, you can still
You're
use the
having to
key.
Well, if you can still use the key, that's fine then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you to actually use like the wireless service that's standard for all vehicles now.
I think it's
Toyota's
weird
pretty
that
much just
that's like a
figured out,
subscription
like-
model.
We can
Oh,
charge
the key
people for
fob.
this, so they're going to.
Yeah, the key fob itself requires an $8 monthly subscription.
I mean, I don't think
This
it's like,
timeline.
it's not necessarily bad. I just think it's like a really weird business model. I don't think like people like I get people like lease their cars, but like a subscription feature to like something on your car, that seems really weird. I'd rather people just like buy it, you know, and like if they want to charge it up, why not go for it?
I think I think it's. I'm so tired of monthly subscription anything. Like
It's just another form of rentierism. That's all it is. You're just like to an nth degree where you can't even like have access to the thing you're renting,
yeah.
like a car, unless you subscribe to it. That's unheard of.
I mean, I'm back
Well,
to
people, like,
pirating my
lease cars.
movies in Minecraft.
Leasing is different. You get
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
lease it for a
saying.
couple years. This is and you still have access to it, even like it's not like it gets shut off past the lease. That's crazy.
But it's not the worst example of capitalist excess that I've seen today, though. I have to say, that would have to
Pretty
be
bad though.
and
That's pretty
and
bad.
gird your loins for this one. George Floyd NFTs.
Oh my god!
I heard of that.
Don't even get me started.
I heard that
Yeah.
that was a thing thanks to Stephanie Sterling, and that they seemed very unhappy about it, and quite frankly, I don't blame them.
Yeah, humanity was a mistake, but humanity and capitalism is a fucking abomination.
I agree.
I love
Thoroughly.
Simple.
NFTs. I think they're really cool.
Shut up.
They're just a solid investment. If you're not getting into NFTs, what are you doing with your life?
Not getting
So-
into a scam that's often used for money laundering purposes and to cheat people out of cash, actually.
Exactly. Well, you say that like it's a bad thing, but money laundering needs to happen. So let's go.
Yeah,
Well, the point is that bugger. The point is they're cheating people out of normal people out of money to line their own fucking filthy rich pockets even further and clean their money.
Wait, I'm curious. What is your problem with the George Floyd NFTs? Is it just NFTs, or is it George Floyd being used?
Well, both.
Right?
Both would be the issue. Yeah, the NFTs are trash, and thinking to yourself, that guy got murdered. I can make money out of that. Is pretty gross. It's pretty gross.
Like, what if an artist drew a picture of George Floyd?
Well, that's fine, I suppose.
Why is that different then? I don't know why that's different.
I mean,
'cause you
using
don't
a
need-
dead man to money launder is kind of
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like drawing a person, you can do that with absolute love. You're not necessarily making money out of that. You're just drawing a picture. If you then sell it, then we have an issue. But if you're just drawing a picture, you can draw a picture of whoever. Can't
Oh
you?
yeah, I mean, you sell a portrait of George Floyd, right? Aren't you just?
Yeah,
well,
I think that's
making
pretty
money
weird
there?
too.
Yeah, that would be weird. But obviously, you can draw. People draw pictures of Martin Luther King, who was also killed. So it's not the end of the world. But it's if you sell the thing, that's a bit.
I can give you one hypothetical where I would be okay with it, and that's if George Floyd's family commissioned an artist to paint a picture of their son,
Yeah.
and then paid the artist to do that. That's one thing. But if someone's like, "Oh wow, okay, I'm a good painter and I could paint a picture of this guy and
Also,
sell it, make a lot of
but
money."
you should also see them because they're not even good drawings of George Floyd. They're really shit.
Yeah,
They're
if
not
I'm
even,
gonna be honest,
artistically valid.
I don't even care about the people who made it. I'm curious about who would actually buy that. Why would you ever buy a
they're
George
a
Floyd NFT?
ghoul.
That
Oh,
seems so
boy.
weird.
There are horrific ghouls everywhere, man. And there are stupid fucking liberals who feel bad because it's it's a black guy, so I'm supporting that or something. No, you're not. You're just being silly.
I'll show you my new favorite one. Is Nike has gotten into the NFT business. Have you heard about that?
Oh no.
Are they getting third world children to draw theirs at slave
No.
labor rates? No,
No, not
because that's
this
what they
time.
do with the
Now,
shoes.
Nike is making NFTs of their shoes, which you will be able to wear in the metaverse on VR.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking!
God.
That seems
it's-
horrifying.
Not only are they NFTs, but you also get the shoe of your NFT in the metaverse.
That seems so unpleasant. So deeply unpleasant.
It's ridiculous.
That's
And not just that,
dystopian.
but the whole metaverse thing is once again another example of these tech bro pricks taking something that already existed, like Second Life was already being a thing for quite some time, and then pretending they've created this fantastic new thing and that they're geniuses. No, Elon Musk did it with the concept of having a tunnel that a car goes through. Brilliant. The NFT people have taken what is essentially money but converted it into shit drawings. Okay, fantastic. There's nothing new here. These are you're just fucking around,
I don't know enough about NFTs to really get into it. I know people aren't buying the image. That's not the point, I guess. It's the
You're buying space on the blockchain. That's what you're buying.
Yeah, exactly.
But it essentially works as currency in
Yeah.
essence. It's
Right.
you have to. It works on the basis that people have confidence that you can then resell it at either a greater price or at least get your money back. In essence.
So
So-
the crypto and NFT bros that I do know, and I do unfortunately know some, for the most part, if they're around our age and they've got them, they're using them for illegal online dealings. That's pretty much exclusively what they're using it for. There is no fucking above board investment here that's really happening. It's cleaning dirty money and it's drugs. That's what it's being used for.
But Freemz already said he's in Minecraft pirating movies and stuff. So like, I think we're pro crime on this show. I think.
Do crime,
For the
do
most,
gay.
depends on the crime. But yeah.
Do crime, do gay.
Yeah, genocide. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
we
know
have-
you guys were talking about like NFTs and then how like there's an actual cosmetic item in like the metaverse. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Nike-
think that's actually like a cool use of an NFT though. Like
I
didn't know
mean,
it'd
it's
actually
better.
I mean,
It's-
the concept of the metaverse is just so bullshit anyway. So
Right,
I mean,
it's just weird that you guys laughed at it, but then like people buy like cosmetics in video games all the time, right?
and I think
like,
that's bullshit too. I think that's bullshit
really?
too. Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
another
Why,
way
though?
from a massive
Because
fucking
it's-
corporation to
it's the
exploit
sa-
you.
Right, but the games are free as a result, right? So isn't that like cool? They'll get like
No.
free games with
No.
cosmetics
I
that
don't
you
have
can
as
buy.
big of an issue with cosmetics, but the fact that, like, to me, the bigger issue was the fact that like bigger companies are getting into NFTs. I think is like the mindset to look at. Like Nike is now making NFTs.
and also
Um,
not all free games do that. Like it's mostly games that you already purchase, and then they give you the ability to purchase cosmetic items. Like it's so scummy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean it
yeah,
sucks,
I
and I
agree.
wish it didn't exist. But like, I don't think it's the worst. Like Valorant, for example, I play that game all the fucking time. Cosmetics in that game are super expensive, and I'll probably never buy them.
But
Yeah,
is
Well,
Valorant
yeah,
free?
but
Valorant
yeah,
free?
Valorant's free. As a
Valorant is
result.
free.
Right. It's
Um,
also, but like, wasn't that their Star Wars game where you had to buy like cosmetics at one point?
The Star
yeah.
Wars game was really fucked up because, from what I understand, you would actually get power in the game based off
Exactly.
like loot boxes, right?
EA
And it's Go
EA
ahead.
made the Battlefront game, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
think,
what I'm talking about.
So
Yeah.
think about, you know how people talk about FIFA and buying FIFA packs?
Oh yeah, that too.
Apply
Yeah.
that to Star Wars. And it's the same company doing it. It's both EA.
It's
So
Yeah.
apply that
pay to
same
win
logic to
shit.
Star Wars.
And I think the worst thing was that if you wanted to like play as like one of the Jedi, you had to like get that in a loot box. Which was
You
like,
had to
wait,
get
what the
Darth-
heck? Are you kidding me?
had to
Like
get
that's
So
Darth-
dirty. So
You had to get-
dirty.
You had to get Darth Vader in a loot box.
It didn't stop with EA though, right? Because like the fucking microtransactions have spread out now, so they're like all over the fucking games industry in the most
Yeah.
fucking insidious way. So you'll drop $70 on a new game, say it's a fucking curse Ubisoft, but say it's a new Assassin's Creed game, right? You drop $70 on a brand new game. Oh look, there's a load of shit that's behind paywalls that you can't access. Whether that's some of it is cosmetic and will help you in certain missions, or whether it's like certain areas that you need to go to be able to finish the story. Like there's shit you need to be to spend money on microtransactions wise. Yeah, there's stuff that's also entirely optional. But with the way microtransactions work on the brain and prey on the brain, they do so very similarly to doing shots with your mates at like competitive rates. And it's incredibly bad, particularly for people with neurodivergence, because it preys on like easy distraction, for example. So they'll bring up pop-ups that's like, you can buy this thing, and it's like this much cheaper and on sale. It's not actually on sale at all. They're just telling you it is, so you'll buy the fucking thing. And it's really fucking insidious. Like I have a load of friends with like severe ADHD and autism and what have you that have been sucked into like sinking way more money than they should on microtransactions because little bits all end up adding up, but they don't
Yeah,
they don't
my
see it like
favorite-
that, right?
Real quick,
yeah,
real
I
quick,
love when they have like the
real quick. Aiko, thank you so much for the raid. Everyone,
I go.
go check out Aiko Rules. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you for the raid. Aiko, you're welcome to come on if you want to come on. See a message in Discord, but you streamed a really long time, so
Yeah, but
would understand you not wanting to come
Aiko
on.
streams like 8 hours, like it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing. So she's probably alright. Actually, I saw a bit of her stream earlier. She was covering certain things that we can't discuss. So
1420.
Oh, I'm doing the thing. Ico streamed like 10 hours. Yeah, Ico was streaming. Yeah, Ico almost went live last night while we were chatting.
Funny.
Oh, good. Apparently, EA and Ubisoft are starting to get into blockchain tech as well.
See, that's why I don't fear global warming, because I think humanity should just stop. Like, it's just we've gone too far. Mother Nature has said, no, fuck you. If you're going to run these ridiculous gas guzzling, energy fucking sapping things that are just there to create numbers, you're just doing numbers, you pricks. Die. You can all just die then. Okay.
Right.
I mean, even the ones that come with free games are kind of predatory, especially in like Fortnite, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
True.
I don't mind like battle passes, stuff like that, but I don't know. It can be,
Insidious.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's definitely like really predatory practices, but I don't think like microtransactions themselves are all that bad. Otherwise, like I think it's really cool that we have like free games that you can opt to spend money on for like
Well, we're not
cosmetic.
necessarily talking about the free games we're talking about the ones that you pay.
Sure, but
Well, in America, $60 for, or
yeah. But I mean, again, like if they were to take out those microtransactions, like the company would have to get money somehow else, whether that's raising. Like I think
They
overall, the fact
Wait.
that games have stayed at $60 is pretty
Well,
fucking insane. Like
hang on.
that's insane.
Hang on.
they're $80 here, so I
Yeah,
don't know
they're
what you're
going up. They're
talking
going up,
about.
which I think
In
makes
Hold
sense.
on.
Canada, they've been $80, and then they'll hide things that we should be able to earn in game behind microtransactions. It's 100% the scummiest, scammiest shit.
And they'll
We
lie
should be
about
able to earn those
microtransactions.
after, even though we've purchased the game. Like we shouldn't have to spend more money
Mhm.
on things that we should already have in the game.
Mhm.
Right, but then
Um,
the box price is going to go up as a result, right?
No, it won't.
Not
Why not?
necessarily. They
Wait, how?
have they get money from investors. That's how they're able to spend. So the premise of them doing that is so they have a higher income, or like quarter 4 they have more money than they do quarter 3, and that's the whole point of these corporations, is to expand. It's not because they're lacking money. The CEOs get like $10 million a year. Definitely not lacking money.
Yeah. The devs
I
don't get paid from the microtransactions, like
I was
at
gonna-
all. The
I
devs
don't-
get nothing. The devs
Yeah.
get a tiny percentage of the like initial sale cost for the predicted numbers that they expect for that game, right? So they get like a certain percentage of that, and it's usually very fucking little. They get fuck all for microtransactions, if anything. More often than not, it's nothing unless it's more of an indie company. They get no like contracted royalties down the line for their work. Like if it sells more than they expect, they don't get paid more. Like there is literally no need for microtransactions to be a thing with the price of games what they are.
Okay, so let's say that we had like a DLC that was like $20 on top of a $60 box game, right? I think it'd be awesome if the microtransaction was free, but I think it's like super idealistic. Just expect them to just give away
No,
basically like free
because
content.
DLC isn't the same thing.
You already
Why
paid
is
for
that
the
any
game.
different?
What are you talking about? It's not free content.
No, it is. If they're adding like a DLC, that could be like an extra thing. I
Yeah,
agree
if
that
it's
there's
like-
definitely an
They
issue
give
where it feels.
wait, hold
10
on.
years
A DLC is not considered a microtransaction.
No, it's not.
It's considered.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, it's like a you're
An
getting a
expansion or
whole
something.
new context.
Well,
Yeah.
right, yeah, but I think was it
That had to
Alex,
be
right?
developed.
I think you brought up that there was like a special area that you can't go into, right? I think that is essentially that DLC microtransaction. Like that's kind of the same.
No, I'm talking
idea,
about
right?
stuff that's in the core
No.
game, that is in the code of the core game, that isn't added later, that is just hidden behind a paywall.
I guess okay. So, what would be the difference of them adding it like 5 months later versus having it in the base game? That's
If
what I'm,
you
like,
are okay,
curious.
if you are selling a game to somebody and you are advertising it as a complete game, right? Especially if, as EA have been doing, you're advertising it as having no microtransactions, because that's a thing
Okay, yeah,
they've been
that's
doing.
fucked. If they're advertising that, that's
Um,
fine. I mean, if they're just straight up lying about not having microtransactions, but I'm pretty sure that's like all or like I'm with you there. But I think that like most games do advertise like, yeah, some stuff is locked behind a paywall.
But if you're advertising a full game and you're saying, which is the most common marketing tool, that it's only cosmetics that are microtransactions, right? And you're including things like loot boxes that are effectively pay to win, and you're hiding like parts of the game behind a paywall after you've advertised a full game, that's just lying
Can you
because
tell
you're
me
not
what you mean by
selling
a
a
pay to
full
win loot
game.
box? Because you've said this before, like cosmetic and pay to win. These two things they don't make any sense. You can't have both at the same time.
You can have both. They're called different options.
Yeah,
Like
but how can
you have
something
like
cosmetic be pay to win? That's what I don't understand.
no, I said cosmetic and pay to win loot
Like
boxes.
meant as
So-
two separate
So-
items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two
Okay.
separate things.
Not like as what like the same thing, but like and.
I'm
So
trying to
you'll
think
get,
of a
like-
solid example of one. I think that would help the situation more.
It's just, to me, it seems like you're kind of just saying like companies shouldn't be greedy, and that's like, yeah, that's awesome, but
mean-
like they have to make money, right?
I mean, they do, but they don't have to make money at the expense of their workers and consumers. They don't have to make money by exploiting people. They don't have to line their pockets ahead of literally everybody else on the planet because they're selfish bastards with no interest in actually anything to do with the human race, providing their own pockets are full.
Okay, so do you think we should just like ban microtransactions, or maybe we should like tax these companies?
Ban microtransactions.
Okay,
Genuinely.
then how do they make the same amount of money?
They don't have
But aren't
to. They already make absurd amounts of money as it is, with how
Okay, but
little
you
they
real-
pay the devs, with the amount of investment they make and the amount they make from the amount of games they sell, especially considering for the most part they're not having to print as many hard copies of a game and they're able to sell it digitally for the same price. They are still making money hand over fist even without microtransactions. I strongly recommend you look into the videos of Jim Stephanie Sterling on YouTube, who used to work for The Escapist, was a massive game reviewer, and went into criticizing the games industry for exactly all of this and talking about why it's unethical and why it's exploitative and why it's entirely unnecessary and just a sign of greed.
What I'm trying to say is that, because it seems like you just have this like really hard stance that we should ban all microtransactions. I think you even admitted in free games. Is that correct?
In free games, it's less of an issue, but I'm particularly talking about like big budget games that already cost a bomb to buy. I'm talking about ones you shell out for. I'm talking about like the fucking next Far Cry title, you know, the next FIFA title. I'm not
I guess-
talking about like free mobile games necessarily.
Sure, yeah. So I think that if we were to say a $60 box game with a $20 DLC, if we were to ban, with a $20 microtransaction, if we were to ban this microtransaction, it would just raise the box price. That's what I think
No, it
would
wouldn't.
happen.
No, it wouldn't.
Why
What do you
wouldn't
think?
they? Why would the
What,
company
hang on,
not do
no,
that?
hang on. What do you think happened before microtransactions existed? When games weren't like in terms
Games
of the
have
money at the time.
significantly less dev time put into them, right? And it
It
was a
depends on the
smaller
game.
industry too.
It
It's a
depends
bigger
on the
industry
game.
now. They can charge you more for the game. And by the way, games are like, compared to other kinds of media, they are a pretty damn cheap like venture. You can get games for a lot cheaper than you could like a movie.
That is the most fucking cockamamie argument I have heard.
I'm
in
not
some
like
time.
you're just saying that like you just want these companies to like make less money. They're not going to do that. They're going to raise the price of their game. That's absolutely what's going to happen, right?
My point is they don't have to, right?
They
You're
don't
arguing
have
like
to,
it's
but
a
they will.
necessity.
They
You're arguing
will
like it's
though.
a
We know that,
necessity.
right? You do know that if we get rid of microtransactions, they're just going to raise the price, right? You understand that?
You're aware there are regulations to be put in place that like mean you can't suddenly hike that shit up just because you're bitter about the fact that
I
microtransactions.
don't think there's a
are banned.
price ceiling on video games. I'll have to look that up, but I'm
No,
pretty
I'm
damn
not
sure
saying
there's
there is
not.
now. I'm not saying there is now. I'm
Do
saying
you
it is
think there should be?
possible. Let me finish, for fuck's sake. I'm saying it is possible to, if, for example, the federal government were to say no microtransactions because they're exploitative, particularly for people who are neurodivergent, for example, right? Because they do prey on people with like learning difficulties and neurodivergencies and children, particularly. It is perfectly possible for the federal government to say, we are banning microtransactions that work on the brain like gambling does, that sucker in and exploit young people who are vulnerable and children, but
I wanna
also
bring
to
something
put a temporary thing in place where you cannot suddenly raise the price of these games by $30 just because you're bitter that the federal government banned microtransactions. If you end up needing to raise the price down the line, like gradually, that's not so much of an issue. But doing it all at once because you're bitter, that's not gravy.
Okay,
Okay,
let me bring something else up too. This is a good example. Let's actually look at the one that people usually point to the most, which is FIFA. FIFA makes around $1.5 billion a year just off Ultimate Team, of people buying card packs on Ultimate Team. The game itself has felt like a reskin for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it's the same fucking game every year.
It is a reskin. That's why it's a
Mhm.
pure reskin.
Like they add new teams and stuff, and yeah. So I feel like, and that is 100% pay to win. Like if you want to get into that, you basically have to pay to win. Like you have to
Yeah.
basically gamble because you're not guaranteed to get good cards even if you pay for a good pack.
Right, but the reason why FIFA can get away with that is because people will keep buying it, right? That's why.
But
It's
that's not no. That's shifting the argument now. The argument was the games industry
Yeah,
does not need to charge the prices that they
Yeah.
do.
You
Not
can
that
do
they
Yeah.
can get away with it.
You can do price regulation
I
on
mean,
any sport
obviously,
if
they
you
can,
want.
these game companies can get away with it because they're
Mhm.
doing it.
I
Let's not
think
do
it's
it at
really
all.
funny to think that they're gonna raise the prices to spite the government. No, they're gonna raise the prices because people are still gonna fucking buy it. Okay, that's why FIFA can make the same damn game. They can change like the cover
Okay,
and put a
you
new
were
athlete
saying
there, and
you
we're
were
good.
saying that
Yeah,
they
your
need to
original
do
argument
it.
was that was necessary.
I'm not saying that they need
That was
to.
your
I'm saying
original
that's
But
what
no,
you
that
will.
was your original argument. What are
Your
you
original
doing?
argument
Wait.
was
That
that they need to.
Your
Is that
original
like
argument
that's
was
they have to
that.
do this because it like takes so much more
Oh
dev time
no,
and all this stuff?
I'm just saying that like I don't think we can just say like, hey, make less money. I don't know how that works unless we put price regulation
So
on
then
video
why-
games.
Price
why do
regulations
these
on it, yeah.
CEOs get bonuses then if they're struggling to make money? Why do they get like
I never said they're
million?
struggling to make money. I'm just saying that, like, if you have a problem with CEOs making a lot of money, yeah, we could absolutely, put higher wages for the game devs.
So
We can
so
advocate
you
for something
agree
like
that they don't need to raise the price of the game if these CEOs are
Yeah,
getting
but
bonuses.
you guys are viewing it from an idealistic. Let's just be mad at them. I'm thinking about it from a policy.
No,
How
it's
are we
not-
ever going to tell a company that they can just make less money? Because
No, no,
there's no shot.
Idealistic.
There's absolutely no
Idealistic.
shot that
No,
we
no, no, no,
we get
no,
rid
no.
of microtransactions
No,
and the
no.
companies don't raise the
No, I'm not
price.
gonna let you get by with that. Holy shit! No one was like
So
making
we
that
don't
argument.
need.
Do you remember? Okay, let's follow the rabbit trail back a little bit to how we got here, and it was from talking about selling NFTs as like in-game items and what's wrong with that. The point you were trying to bring up is what is wrong with this. Not like you did not start this conversation with like what policies should we put forth in order to make this better. Like it was literally like, why do we have an issue with it? And we told you why we had an issue with it. And now you're saying like, well, all you're telling me is why you have an issue with it. Not that, well, you said you're mad, but I mean, that's what you asked for.
Right, because it seems like you guys weren't actually mad about NFTs or cosmetics or microtransactions. You guys are just mad that companies make money and that's it.
No, I'm
So-
mad that they make money
Pointing
by
out that they don't-
exploiting vulnerable
Okay, so
people,
us
you
pointing out
twat.
that they don't need to make money
Sure,
is us
yeah, I
being
think we-
mad. Let me finish. Is us being angry at the company when we're criticizing it.
Yeah, okay. I think it's really ideal and really naive for you to think that simply banning microtransactions is going to make these companies make less money.
I
don't think
didn't
that's
say
gonna
it
happen.
was all
What?
about simply banning microtransactions.
So then they don't need
It is-
microtransactions to make money then.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
about
one
needing
small
money, it's
step.
about wanting money, right? If they
Right,
want
hang
more
on.
money,
No,
they're
no,
going
no,
to
no,
charge
hang
you
on,
I
more
hang on,
agree.
hang on.
market
So they
standard.
don't
He's
they,
still
they don't
going.
need the money. They don't
Backpedal,
need the
right?
money to make
Okay,
these
but
games. I
do you
agree.
how do you make them want less money? How do you do that?
You erect guillotines.
you're not. That's
outside
not
their
me.
fucking
That's
houses.
not
Wait.
Yeah,
No.
I think we'll all agree that. Yeah, I think we're all going to agree that these companies want to make more money. That's their purpose, is to make as much money as possible. We're just
Yeah.
And
No
I
one
think it's
suggested-
cool. I think it's cool that we have cosmetics and things like microtransactions that allow for people who have a lot of money to pay more and to keep the overall price of the game
Yes.
cheaper for
Okay,
people who
so-
can't. For example, I love the fact that I can play League of Legends for free. If people want to spend $20,000 on Swimsuit Ari, fucking go for it, okay?
Right,
I don't care.
so-
I want to play for free.
You have to pay for characters though, better characters. Like
You don't. You can get it for free. You can get that for free.
You can unlock characters on League pretty easy. But I will
Okay.
say this though, like This is where, because I feel like I'm like a little bit mid ground on this. I really don't care about cosmetic items either, but I do hate it whenever you pay for a full game and then there's microtransactions on top of that.
Mhm.
That's where I get frustrated. That when it's a free game that's selling cosmetic items, I don't care as much.
By the
Yeah,
way,
I can
despite the
definitely
fact that
agree with
there's
you.
microtransactions and they're bringing in more of them and they're more expensive, the prices of video games are still going up while they're still spending the same amount of money. Like,
Yeah,
it
Freemz,
does not
I
make the
can
games
agree with you
cheaper.
that it definitely feels like sometimes microtransactions. It's like they snip the last chapter out of the game and they just add it back in. Yeah, that can feel a little shitty and stuff like that. It feels like to me, I'm not that against like microtransactions. Again, they keep the price lower for people who don't
So
want to
you have
opt
no
for
But
it.
problem
they
with the
don't.
exploitation of
But they
kids? It do-
I
they
think
don't.
I
Luke. I
literally
think
just explained to you how it doesn't keep the price lower.
yeah.
They are
I
actively
think
raising the price despite adding more microtransactions at higher
okay,
prices.
and you already conceded that if they get rid of microtransactions, they're gonna raise the price. Okay, so it doesn't matter.
They're raising
What
the
I think
fucking
I think
price either
They've
way.
just-
okay,
Your
I know, but it would
argument
be
is
more. But it would be
inherently
more.
flawed.
But it would be more.
It would-
Okay,
are you
No,
arguing it'd be more
not
rapid?
necessarily.
Look, they've got to raise their prices in order to pay the legal fees and payouts for all the sexual harassment claims.
True.
Okay?
No.
Actually, unironically true.
Hey, listen, I hate Blizzard, okay, for plenty of reasons. Sorry. No, I think what you're kind of getting caught up, especially with the exploitation of kids, is like loot boxes. I agree. I think loot boxes are pretty shitty. It's essentially gambling for kids, and I also agree that some of the marketing practices are pretty fucked, and we should kind of look out for that. I just don't know if like microtransactions are the problem there.
They are part of the problem.
Microtransactions
part of
can
it.
be gambling.
Yeah.
They
And they
can
are
be, right?
a big part of
Absolutely.
the problem.
So that is a problem.
They are
Well,
literally
I think
marketed
the
like
gambling part is the problem, not the microtransactions. Because
Microtransactions can be gambling, though. We
Yeah.
just agreed on that 2 seconds ago, right?
right, but for
You know what?
example,
This is interesting too. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Because I'm looking at this list. Out of the most expensive games to develop, most of them were not even made in the last decade. So
Yeah.
it doesn't seems like it
Mhm.
does like it's hasn't got that much more expensive. It's probably gotten cheaper to develop games
Yeah,
as
because we have
technology's
better
gotten
tech now.
better, and the
Yeah.
fact that you're not selling as many physical copies.
Yeah.
And also probably suppression of wages is probably
Yup.
another thing, but yeah.
Also true.
Like
Right.
number 4 on the list is Final Fantasy VII, which came
Yeah.
out in '97.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
But like this is what I'm saying, right? They are raising the price of the games anyway, right? It doesn't matter whether there's microtransactions or not. All the inclusions of microtransactions is doing is it's specifically created in such a way as it does exploit children and those who are vulnerable to that sort of a thing. And
Need to
B,
correct something real quick before we get too far away from it. That was with inflation. So
Okay.
I'm sorting it by a different list now
okay.
because it's not accurate.
And B, hold on, let me regrasp the train of thought I was on.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. ADHD will ADHD. Yeah, so it's like they are specifically aimed at exploiting children and like neurodivergent people and vulnerable people. But B, like it doesn't matter whether they're there or not, the price is going to go up either way. And they know, like from a marketing standpoint, there is only so much you can raise the price of something, like in one go before people go, what the fuck? Because like it's getting cheaper to develop games. They are paying devs less, like overall, like proportionally. They are not permanently hiring devs; they're contracting them, so they're cheaper in that sense. They are also, like as I say, they're already raising prices. They are like making money. Like these big corps are making money hand over fucking fist with no problems. Because not only do they get like these games to be sold, but they also get like huge amounts in licensing fees for merch and shit as well, right? Like there is no reason for microtransactions to be necessary or included.
And the
Like-
only answer is violent revolution.
And
In a
Clearly.
parody. In a parody. In
In
a
a
parody.
In
I wanna
Minecraft.
add
Oh
this
my
too.
god!
Here's
Well,
another
the sad
aspect
part
of it
is-
as well. So, would you agree that? I mean, I don't think you could disagree with it. Gambling is one of the most addictive things there are. I think
Yeah,
that's like a
absolutely.
no thing.
That's why I think loot boxes are probably really bad, especially the ones that are marketed for kids. Like I think that sucks. I don't think we should have
Yeah,
loot
I think we
boxes
need
in
to like
games.
rephrase the argument to have microtransactions equal bad to certain microtransactions are bad. because there are some indie games where literally over half of their money comes from those microtransactions, and they're selling their game much cheaper.
And you
Um,
actually get like what you pay for in
Yeah.
those microtransactions as opposed to it being a fucking lucky dip.
Yeah, I don't think anyone minds like smaller companies trying to make enough money to survive and thrive. It's when it's these multi-billion-dollar corporations who are just screwing people.
Yeah,
That's
because
the problem.
like there's a difference in the marketing strategies as well, right? Those indie games, like mobile games, who are like, we're going to include these microtransactions, but you will remove ads and get this item, and this many coins, right? Like
Yeah,
that's what
and
the indie things will do. Whereas with like big corps, it's you will get a loot box and maybe one of these cool things. Like that's not on the same
Sorry.
level.
I can't
You
believe we
know?
got here from Toyota key fob.
I've been thinking that
I
too.
Holy
Like,
shit.
one
I
of the
like this
biggest
topic
examples
though.
of
This
that-
is great. This is
Yeah,
getting
this
much
is
more
good.
attention than Toyota was, but okay.
One of the biggest examples of that, and this is mobile too, I guess, but like Genshin Impact. Oh my god, I hate Genshin Impact because it's such a damn good game.
Yep.
But like, I think that all of their gacha, all that loot box shit is it's so like, oh, I hate it so much. But at the same time,
Isn't
they
that
make
weeb stuff?
unreal amounts of money. Oh yeah, it is.
What's
Maybe
wrong
that's
with
why I
weeb
love it.
stuff?
Okay. But like they
Hey,
make
yeah,
so much money off
cringing. So
Genshin that I can't
cringe.
even blame them. If I'm another company
I'm
and I see
kicking.
how
Do I have
successful
permission to kick?
Genshin is, hell yeah, dude, I'm signing
Yeah,
up.
I
I'm gonna
don't-
do that shit too.
I don't
The
mind
thing is,
people
though-
taking advantage of weebs because they fucking deserve it.
True.
The problem
I'm
is, it's
kicking
not
both
just
of them.
weebs they're taking
Give me
advantage
permissions,
of.
Freemz. Let me do
The
it.
problem is not just taking advantage of weebs, right? They're taking advantage
Weebs
of
deserve
children
to be
who are
exploited.
interested
That's all
in
I'm
No,
gonna
I'm ju-
say.
cartoon.
It's the
They are
worst
taking
take.
advantage of children.
Lexi,
Let me
calm
finish,
down.
please.
We're joking. We're
Yeah,
joking.
I know you're joking, but for those who maybe don't know, like it's important to point this out because it hasn't been mentioned yet.
Okay.
They are taking advantage of children who are doing things like
Stand
getting
by
their
what I
parents'
said.
credit cards and using it to steal huge amounts of money from their parents without realizing the impact of what they're doing. I know someone who literally lost $1,000 because their stepson was buying microtransactions on a game because he didn't understand the impact of what he was doing. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
this is how fucking insidious this shit is.
Trust me, he really wanted Ayaka. Okay, she's super hot.
Can I
Um,
just
I
say
don't
to
know
double
how-
shine? Is this what this is? I think we've uncovered the reason you're defending this. This is
What's up?
the sunken cost fallacy. You were suckered into microtransactions, so you have to defend the concept of the microtransaction.
or your
No, I
wife,
just don't.
or
I
you
don't
feel like
live
you're
in this.
betraying your wife.
Oh,
I don't. I don't
God.
live in this idealistic world where we just say every single rich person is greedy as fuck, and the only way we can get
Wait,
through
no
that
Oh
one
my
is
said-
social
God,
wait,
revolution.
stop,
Okay,
shut
that's
up,
exactly what you guys
shut
were
up, no.
saying. All right, you
No.
were just saying
What?
people should stop being greedy. That's all you guys were saying
Yeah,
about
I am
microtransactions.
saying that.
Dewey, oh no,
I am
that's such a
saying
bad
that, yeah.
take. What the
I
fuck,
said
dude?
people who make
What a
enormous
fucking
amounts of money
horrendous
maybe
take.
should because
Yeah.
they're already getting like several $billion a year bonuses.
And they're not watching these Twitch panels. There's
I'm
no
just-
way they're
I'm
gonna
just
listen
saying.
to your little.
Look,
I'm
if
still
Elon-
allowed to have a fucking
So
opinion.
then we're allowed to
If
say
Elon-
whatever the fuck we want about them.
If
No,
Elon
I'm
Musk-
saying we should be realistic. Like we should increase
If
the
Elon
wage of these
Musk-
workers or
Imagine
tax
this-
them. That's a much better
I'm-
thing to do.
Okay, I am a parent.
CEO
I
of
have
EA.
children who have access to games with microtransactions in. I cannot afford for my kids to be bought in by this shit. Like, I can't afford it, right? I can barely afford to keep a roof over our heads and the fucking power and the internet on so I can stream, so I can make a bit of extra money, so I can make sure they can have a fucking Christmas, right? I cannot afford for fucking game companies to take the piss and exploit my kids because unfortunately, wherever you go, that's what you get. You get constant marketing about microtransactions. You get constant ads about all these cool games and things that these kids must have to be interesting and cool, right? It was similar in our day, but it's so much easier for them to spend their parents' money now because it's online, right? And nearly every kid has their own computer or their own tablet. That's just the reality of the world. So I am sorry if I am sitting here going, yeah, no, children and people with like disabilities and learning difficulties and neurodivergence shouldn't be fucking exploited by corporations who are just incredibly greedy in order to make a profit. But that is what corporations do. They stomp on those on the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder in order to fill their own pockets. It's what they've always done. It's what they will always do. And for as long as I am a member of the working fucking class. I will always have a problem with it because it is always me and other members of my class that they are stomping on. Now, if you think you are so high and mighty and so much better than us, then that's perfectly fine. You can be bought in by that shit if you want to. You can waste your money. That's up to you. But I am not going to bend on my opinion just because you're a little bit butthurt that I don't agree with you.
Well, I just don't want to pay $20 more. No, stop. 1 second. I gotta respond. I don't want to pay $20 more because parents can't keep their credit card away from their kids. All right, I'm sorry.
You're
all right?
going to anyway.
Parental restrictions are
point.
fucking awesome. Yeah, over time, but they're not going to suddenly jump up. Come on, like, you're delusional if you think the prices aren't going to go up.
Did you not see the jump between like 2010 and now? Like the price of games. Maybe it didn't do it in the US, but the price of games here in the UK jumped by £30 between 2010 and now. Over a decade. 30.
I don't know. In the US, it's been a pretty consistent $60 price tag for a really long time. So
Can I just jump in and say, Lexi, you referred to rich people there, and that's hate speech. It's people of means, please. People of means.
But
Okay.
Freemz, were you trying to get in here for something?
We got a sub.
Fair enough.
James, thank you for the sub.
Oh.
Yes. What were you saying? Sorry.
You were trying to get in here a minute ago, so I was trying to give you a chance to talk.
No, fuck it. Look, why? No, just because it's his fucking panel, it doesn't get to fucking talk. God damn it.
Excuse me. Our panel. Thank you.
True.
Okay.
Good job, comrades.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah. Speaking of capitalism, feel free to donate to the channel. It helps out a lot. I think we should probably change the topic now.
I disagree.
What the fuck?
No, I'm only joking.
No, you gotta take a minute for that.
There is one last point I'd like to make, if that's okay. Just because there was something mentioned earlier that I didn't get to respond to.
Sure. Last comments for people.
There was a point where you said that it seemed to be that I thought that just banning microtransactions would fix like exploitation in the game industry. I don't think that's the case. I think it would be a big step towards fixing the exploitation in the gaming industry. I do not think it is the only step that needs to be taken, and you pushing that opinion upon me is you creating a straw man based on a tiny sliver of an opinion you've seen, as opposed to actually having a conversation about the bigger picture. And that's not
trying to have the conversation, right?
That was my biggest frustration as well.
Yeah,
it's like you did apply a lot of things to everyone except for yourself, like microtransactions, which I even told you not even 10 minutes ago. I don't actually have a problem with microtransactions. Just depends.
This is why we can't. This is why we can't trust fucking weebs. I've been through this before.
I'm a weeb, man.
True.
Yeah, exactly, and we don't trust you exactly because of that. Okay.
I'm posting about this on LSA.
Freemz has the pass. Freemz has the pass. He's the only weeb that has the pass, but he has the pass.
Poor Leon.
And he doesn't. He doesn't. Need
Literally, this was an anime panel like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, I know.
That was the worst.
Right? Naruto or One Piece? Let's go, baby.
Neither. Disgusting.
With the anime panel, so it was pretty.
I won't be involved in this kind of
awful.
fucking degenerate.
Shout out to Conga for gifting. I'm gonna. Is 40 subs.
Jesus,
go follow Conga, by the way. Conga streams.
Yes. Thank you so much, and then Bagel Bites for gifting a sub to Devin. I appreciate it. Thank you all very much.
But yeah, so if we're having like a greater discussion broadly over the issues with the gaming industry, that's fine. Like, I would be happy to have that conversation with you. But when we are specifically discussing microtransactions and I am specifically putting forward my opinions on microtransactions, trying to prescribe other opinions that I haven't stated to me is just disingenuous. And that's what you did.
Someone has to give me.
Yeah, my bad, I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a fact. Otherwise, this isn't fair. Okay, I have to be gifted 40 subs now. Just true.
All right, Bad Bunny, calm down.
Distribute the subs.
Yeah, it's $5 fucking. Jesus.
$7 in Canada, but you know.
Yeah, but yours isn't a real currency, so we don't fucking care.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Some people.
Canadian dollars are valid. If they identify as Canadian dollars, they're valid.
No, I don't agree with this neo-currency bullshit. Okay. Fucking
What's up,
xenocurrency, Zeza dollars. Jesus. Some people.
True.
That's a joke. I did a funny. We're talking about the fat Chinese guy
gosh.
now, or what?
Someone
Oh
got-
my!
What?
Wait, what was Freemz? I mean, we could talk about that if you want to, but what is it, Freemz?
Do I have a mod in my Discord?
Why? You have something in your Discord?
Someone
Can I
got banned from chat. Now they're going off of my Discord.
Can I just
Oh.
just say I was only joking, Kanga. Thank you so. They actually gifted me 40 fucking
Oh my
subs.
god.
Oh my god! I feel like I'm gonna have to blow you now.
Oh
Definitely.
my gosh.
What the fuck?
Fucking
mad.
Don't
Don't
you think you're kind of
idiots.
exploiting your viewers a little bit? I'm kidding.
A
I'm
little
kidding.
bit,
Don't
yeah.
start. I don't want to start
No, a
it,
little
guys.
bit.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, I feel bad. I'm gonna have to whore myself out for that now. Definitely. You pick your hole. Anyone, go for it.
What?
Anyway, the Chinese guy.
Yeah,
that was the
we
only
can talk
article
about
from
that
the
if you
thing that I
want.
read. That's the only
That's
article I
the
read.
only thing
so,
you read. That was a joke topic, but yeah, we can do it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's annoying that it's called all you can eat, and they banned him for eating.
Yeah,
He's
apparently a
a
man
good
in
boy.
China ended up eating like 10 pounds of shrimp and
Paid for the
stuff, and they banned it was enough that it actually made BBC News.
You know they have that though. They have some all-you-can-eat buffets where like special areas are like reserved. You have to like pay a premium into.
Oh, this is
That's pretty
outrageous.
interesting.
They're gonna have fucking downloadable content next. What the fuck?
Mm.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Like some places will like charge you if the only thing you eat is like the seafood. They want you to eat like the $2 pizza and whatnot. You know.
Look, if you're doing an all-you-can-eat buffet, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet no matter what you decide to put in it, right? If you're making a loss on that, that's your fault for marketing it as an all-you-can-eat fucking buffet.
I will say
This
this.
is my thing. If it says all you can eat, not all you can eat up to 5 tons or something, then you should be able to eat all you can fucking eat. If you're a massive bastard, go for it. That's America, god damn it. Even though it's technically China, so it's not America.
Has anyone ever gotten told to stop at all you can eat buffet?
No,
Got
no.
a story for you all.
I was kicked
Oh,
out of
no.
a Pizza
This
Hut.
is on our way back from Warped Tour 2009. Me and my best friend Patrick. He's a college football player. Believe it or not, I wasn't like I'm a big guy now. Wasn't as big of a guy back then. We got asked to leave. They're like, if it's like when you guys leave, like if you leave, you won't have to pay for your meal.
Oh, that's dope. See,
Oh,
now I'm
it's
cool
not a
with
bad
that.
deal.
Yeah, I'm
And I
cool
was
with
like,
that.
I was like, only if I can get a road cone.
A what?
Road cone. So the Chinese, you know how the Chinese restaurants will have like a soft serve ice cream
Oh,
machine.
okay.
Had to get that road cone on the way out. You know.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
I've
don't
been,
mind if they say you can leave, but you don't have to pay. That's fine because you got most of an all-you-can-eat buffet and a pretty fucking significant. Because we're talking, was it 1.5 kilograms of shrimp, which is like that's a family-sized meal of shrimp. Crazy shit. Anyway, and
I
if you
was-
get that for free, I don't mind that. That's
I was once thrown out of a Pizza Hut because I was eating too much over too short a space of time, and they were like, "You're gonna have to leave. We're not going to be able to keep up with the other people with the amount you're eating." It's like it said all you can eat.
yeah,
I
but
think,
that's,
in
you weren't
LA
eating enough.
In LA, they have Korean barbecue, right? And I think it's really cool the way that they do it, where it is all you can eat, but there's 3 menus that you can order off of that are like increasing tiers of like food, I guess. So like the nice ass seafood is going to cost more. Plus, they also put a time limit on it as well, so like, you can't just sit there for like 7 hours eating whatever you want. I think that's what you should do for all you can eat. I don't think you should like how does that even make sense to like cut people off when they've had too much food? Like, what?
No, the Pizza Hut does have a time limit on it. It goes like here from noon to 3 p.m. Right? I was kicked out at 1:30 because I had demolished 4.5 pizzas by myself plus half the salad bar.
It's also weird because like one person isn't going to make a dent to their profit that much, right? It's like, come on.
I was like really into fucking athletics and shit at the time. I was really sporty when I was younger. So
Yeah.
I would eat, and I would eat a lot.
Yeah, back
Especially if I
during
had a
this
game the
time,
next day.
This is back when I was really into cycling, so I'd go on 20-mile bike rides like regularly.
Oh,
And so I would eat a shitload of food in order to do that.
Yeah. I'd
Like,
always
like I said, my buddy was a college football player, so we would
Yeah.
just go crush it.
I'd always carb and protein load the day before a game, whether it was a hurling game, a GA game, or a rugby game. I
This
would
is-
always carb load.
This is
and
why I
protein
decided
red.
to play cricket as a kid, because you can literally just smoke on the boundary edge. It's fine. You can just have a beer. Like, fuck all this
Yeah,
training
but
and
no
shit.
cunt understands cricket because it's boring as
Well,
shit.
I'm in one of the few countries in the world where we do kind of understand it, so I could
Kind
just,
of.
yeah, I didn't have to give up smoking or anything. It was awesome.
I know more about cricket than I would like to, but it's still dull as fuck.
You're wrong, and ratio, sure.
I'm sorry, if I get to sit to watch a sports match, right? If I'm spending all day at a fucking sports match, I don't want to be able to fall asleep and not fucking miss anything for 8 hours.
Okay, you're on the list then. Come the revolution, you know what's happening. Simple. I don't make the fucking rules.
You realise cricket would be banned after the revolution anyway because it started out
Nah,
as a rich
you're having a
people's
laugh.
sport.
You're having a laugh. Shut up.
Let me see what cricket looks like. I mean, I
Tell
have an
that to the
idea. I know what
Tony
it
and
looks
cringe.
like.
It's just like a scuffed
No, it's
baseball, I
It's
think.
really cringe.
It's scuffed baseball, basically, yeah. It's kind of
Yeah,
scuffed baseball.
Doesn't it last like for days too?
It can do, it
5
depends.
days, yeah.
So
It depends.
cringe.
If it's like
So cringe.
How is that cringe? That's amazing. Shut up.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah,
So,
it is. Shut
if
up.
it's like a test, it's several days of different matches that make up like an overall tournament of matches, basically. And the winner
No,
of that test is
see,
like based on
you fucked that
the
up. You got that
ratio.
wrong. You got that wrong.
I'm
No,
oversimplifying it, sweetie, on
I
purpose.
don't care. You got it wrong, and I won't have cricket. Stop doing cricket wrong. It's right.
Yeah, it's
No,
not a
explain
test.
it
It's more
then,
like a
because you're not
history
explaining
test. It's
it.
super fucking boring the whole way through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, you're a weeb, so you don't even count as human. Shut up.
Yeah.
Listen, our baseball anime is more exciting than any cricket match ever, alright?
like
So
high
let's
school
chill out here.
Doubt. X
I
to
actually
doubt.
agree with that. I hate cricket, but I agree with Tina here.
These cricket players wear more pads than our midget league baseball players.
Bro.
So if it's the Ashes, right? If it's Australia
Yeah, but
versus England.
to be fair,
They'll
you're
be-
allowed to throw the ball at the person though.
Yeah, that's true.
In baseball, that's
Yeah.
technically frowned upon, so
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
rare.
that starts fights.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah.
So if it's like Australia versus England, the Ashes, right?
Which it is.
You've got. Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm really glad my laugh hasn't been fucking talking about it. He never shuts up about the fucking cricket when it's on. You get, if I remember right, 5 days. And what? 4 or 5 matches over the 5 days, depending.
Five lots of 5-day matches.
Yeah, 5 lots of 5-day matches. And basically,
It's amazing.
the score tally is based on who wins the most amount of matches over the Ashes test.
Yeah, and it lasts for like 2 months.
Yeah, and it's fucking obnoxious, and I hate it.
Amazing. Shut up.
It's obnoxious, and I hate it.
See, I was with you earlier. I was thinking, oh, Lexi's based as fuck, but now.
There are other things I
enjoy
enjoy, but I just really don't like cricket. I tried, I can't get into it.
I'll tell you what I
Okay, well,
like
like I
about
say, just
Lexi.
look.
That Newfound Glory hoodie is what I'm peeping.
Yeah, it's not from the newest album, but the one before, because their newest album is a Christmas one.
Yeah, I have a Newfound Glory tattoo.
Nice.
Oh, serious? Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking
You wanna show
love
us?
Newfound Glory.
It's on the back of my leg. It'd be kind of hard.
I am amazed they're still going strong after what, 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 30
Alright.
years?
Nearly,
damn.
yeah. But I've been a fan since I was a kid.
Probably getting close to 30 years. I'd say probably like what, late 90s.
Hang on.
Let's have a look. We're all on the internet. I remember them when I was at high school, so like they got to be late 90s, early 2000s, right?
How old are you?
I am 34.
Oh damn, I look older than you, but
How old are you then?
I'm 27.
Oh,
No,
that's
you're
good.
not.
No, I'm 30.
I will not be gaslit.
1997 they were formed. So yeah,
97,
going
99.
going
so,
on
yeah.
towards that, like 24 years. They've been going for.
Yeah, they
people
went.
don't
No
know this.
way. A complete coincidence. I was just looking through it. They went to the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, the Parkland shooting high school.
Really?
Yeah. Jordan Pundick and Ian Grosher met at the Marjorie Taylor Douglas High School.
I know too much about this band. I didn't know that.
There you go.
Interesting.
What a small world.
Have you gotten into their covers of like musicals and Disney and old school songs and shit, Freemz? God, they're so good. They're so good. They shouldn't be as good as they are, but they are.
Wait, whose cover of Disney?
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory. They do a lot of covers.
We're rocking the merch today.
All right. Next topic.
Next
We
topic.
spent a lot of time on that first one. We got a lot of miles out of that one. Like we're
Oh,
I'm
more
okay.
than half.
Hey, any
I
topics
loved
we don't
it. It
get
was a
through, we
great
can say for
topic.
next week.
I was
I'll
about to
just
say,
use
we
the
didn't
same
even-
doc.
I told
got-
people that like we're not going to touch everything on that list.
Good.
We got mileage out of that topic. A topic that wasn't even on the list. That was about
Yeah.
Toyota or some shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what I mean. That topic we got a lot of miles out of that one.
I'm actually going to
Hey.
have to dip out because it's 2:15 and I have to be up in about 4 hours.
fucking quitter. Go on then.
Well, I
Jeez.
have school runs to do because unlike you, I actually have responsibilities.
Well,
Right,
that's what
I'm
we
an
get for
actual grown-up.
breathing. It's disgusting.
It's not my fault you are not an actual adult, Kevin.
No, no, I'm not. I'm one of these disgusting sex havers. It's outrageous.
Hey, you can still be a disgusting sex haver and also breed. It doesn't entirely kill your sex life. It just tries to.
The only
Okay, that
never
wasn't
mind.
that wasn't the point I was making. Okay.
I just want to say the most. What the fuck's wrong with me?
Lots of things. Hey, chat, get in the raid because we're going to go see Freemz.
You're gonna shut yourself out.
No.
You can follow me at Lexibat on here on the Twitches and Lexibat Twitch on Twitter if you want. I mostly spend my time ranting about stupid people, mostly alt-righters being stupid, and often yelling far too much about Elon Musk. Actually, way more than I probably should. Okay,
Yeah, but look, he's a dick.
he is a dick,
Yeah.
a useless dick. Right, chat, behave yourselves, show Freemz love, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Yeah.
I was
have
about
fun.
to say
Yeah, nice
the
chatting
only
with you,
place.
Alex. Appreciate
The
it.
only place. Wait, what's up?
Oh, I didn't know if Alex was leaving or not. I was saying.
Yes, Alex is
Yeah.
leaving.
Yeah, I'm dipping. But thank you very much for hanging out. And I'll lurk in chat while I sort myself out for bed and feed the animals and what have you.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only place I put my genitals is back in my pants after a bathroom break during Bible study because I'm oh God,
Fucking Catholics.
I'm a man of the cloth.
okay.
I'll see you back later.
Bye.
I've been an ordained minister since 2012.
Is that true?
Nice.
Mhm.
It's a good
Have you
deal.
done any like weddings services?
Yeah, the reason why I did it, the reason why I became an ordained minister was because whenever gay marriage was legalized, people couldn't find any like ministers to do gay weddings because they refused. So I was like,
Oh, nice.
guess
Oh.
what? So
I just did it for the title.
Don't you have like in Britain we have a registry office where you can literally just it's like a formal thing rather than like a church thing, but it's a proper marriage. Is that
Yeah.
not available in wherever you are?
I'd say probably now. You got to think this was like a decade ago.
Oh yeah, but this has been like basically since the government has existed. You could have like it was still a marriage, but like you just do it at a government office basically.
Yeah, you can go to the
Yeah.
courthouse and
Yeah.
get married.
Mm.
But I'd have to look back into the specifics of it, but
No, I was
think
just
you
wondering because like if they were struggling to find a place, like that's
you'd
pretty
still
well.
have to have someone like ordained to do it. Is the thing.
Really? Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
I don't know if that's everywhere. I have to look back into that. I don't know.
Mm. That's fair enough. Like I'm not
It's
expecting
just like in think
a
about
civics
Kentucky.
expert or anything. You know, it's
Like
just wondering.
what, like 6 or 7 years ago, the woman that wouldn't process them.
Oh yeah, what was her name? She was briefly a conservative star, wasn't she? Oh shit, I forgot.
Long hair McDressy bottoms.
Kim Davis. There we go.
Kim Davis. There you go.
Yeah. See, some fucker in chat always knows, man. I love it because my memory's terrible. But you just say, "Oh, that person with the thing," and
To my
come on,
chat,
bro.
his chat told him before y'all told me. It's not acceptable. We got to do better.
Right. Well, you just got raided by Lexi's people, and they're all fucking
I did.
idiots. So.
Oh, God.
Nice.
True.
They might
Okay,
still be in the chat. I think they heard that one already.
I'm as fucking terrible with my audience. Like, I hate all people equally. It's all good.
Yeah,
That's
you
why I
always
haven't
do
been
great
banned
here.
for saying racial slurs against white people. Because I
Don't
hate
do
all
that.
people.
Don't do that. You'll get us all timed out
Mm.
or banned.
Well, I wouldn't anyway, because I'm a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't meme at all. It's fine.
What's the next topic, Leon? Where
Um,
Kev gets us banned.
we could talk about the psychedelic one. There might be people here interested in that.
True.
Yeah, I was looking for some confirmation if that's something people are interested in because I don't know a lot of people.
I think it's like how it helps depression. I think that's been something that's been studied for like a couple years at this point.
Yeah, so this is apparently the largest trial ever, actually done by like a pretty like decently sized agency. Found like it was a good treatment in treating depression, and on that day their stock dropped by 16.5%. It's now down 50% from where it was.
That's kind of shitty.
Wait, why? Is there like a reason given why that happened?
There's a lot of stigmatism. Fuck it. A lot of people are against like
A lot of
mushrooms.
stigmata going on.
Stigmata.
Hey, Leon, I gotta order food, so I'm gonna let you handle the panel for a second.
Okay.
Against mushrooms because it's an alternative drug, and it's same with like weed is just coming into being accepted. I think psychedelics have a long time to come before people accept them, but they're good. Like they are good for our mental health. But I guess we'll figure it out one day.
It's all this fucking moralism about shit. Like,
Yeah.
if weed works or if mushrooms work, fuck it. If they discover crack cocaine works for some fucking disease, they go with it. Why? It's ridiculous. Like, chemotherapy is literally like an evil attack upon the body, but it works in certain cases, so it's a good treatment. I don't understand the morality policing bullshit of like certain like drug prohibitions, even in medical cases. Like, I understand you wouldn't want to like necessarily legalize fucking heroin or some shit, but like, if it's a medical thing, what's the issue? It's really strange.
It's those damn criminals. Only criminals do shrooms.
Bro, fact.
Yeah, I trying to find like a testimonial, like reasons why people are doing this, and the only thing I could find is that people think it's unsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like cutting people open and doing a heart bypass is unsafe. Every medical intervention is potentially unsafe. Like, yeah, fuck. Look, but if it's tested,
it's such a shame too because they've done very small studies on people who have really intense PTSD, and it helps them tremendously. I think MDMA is another thing that they've done on people with PTSD, and it really helps with trauma. So I think I look forward to a day in which that kind of stuff is just so normalized that you can go to your doctor if you have extreme trauma, and they can just send you to a location which you take MDMA or you take shrooms in a room of people taking care of you, obviously. And
there's also like a massive hypocrisy where like alcohol, everyone's fine with that, no one gives a shit about it. Whereas, and then like they'll ride the whole like, oh, you can have like a glass of wine with your dinner, and that's totally fine. It's like, come on, I wish you were that open about like the positive benefits with other drugs. Like, I mean, you talk about medical marijuana, like that was like what? That's like maybe like the last decade or so that we've.
It's so funny because it's such a boomer thing. So like boomers have like both vilified like weed and normalized alcohol, which is extensively worse for you. Like there's benefits to your mental health for weed, but there's not a single benefit to your body for alcohol. It's literally just poison.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I've never known anyone get high and get like really violent. But everyone here, I guarantee, has heard a story where a friend or themselves has gotten drunk and violence naturally ensues. it just on the personal level and on a societal level, alcohol is really destructive in many respects. But no one, and I don't think anyone reasonably would call for its outlawing. So what's the difference with weed, really?
Right.
Yeah, or like MDMA. I can't even imagine getting into a fight on MDMA. Like, I'd have to be. What would that even like look like? You know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, for me, like living in Indiana, there's like no opportunity to like try this stuff. There's still like no medical use. I think you can get CBT oil at like a pharmacy, and that's it. There is no
Leon.
opportunity any of this stuff will ever.
I can teach you how to get mushrooms in Indiana.
What?
They just kind of grow. That's
Well-
the beauty of them.
Well, okay.
I've done it. I mean, allegedly. I've done
Wait,
it.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Wait.
Now, if you ring
Oh.
up Pizza Hut, they'll deliver a pizza with mushrooms on it. Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how much you're messing with me right now.
Okay. Man,
Because
so
when people say shrooms, they're not talking about just any random mushroom, right? They're talking about a very specific one.
so I have a friend.
Depends on how desperate.
I have a friend who's definitely not me
Mhm.
that will in the early
Looks
spring
a lot
go
like you,
out
Luke,
into
doesn't
cow
it?
pastures and pick mushrooms, psilocybin mushrooms.
Is that he looks quite a lot like you though, doesn't he? The guy.
He does.
Yeah. I remember him.
Yeah,
It's,
see, yeah, people go hunting for mushrooms here, but it's usually to like boil and eat them.
oh, I do that too. Yeah,
It's
I go,
like a
I
status
go
Can
thing
I
to
just
around
point out-
here.
I love the
Yeah.
use of the word hunting for mushrooms.
Yeah,
Because
that's what it's called. Foraging is what another thing you call it.
are they running away? What do you mean hunting?
It's
Sometimes
like a
when you're
scavenger
hunting,
hunt, you know?
hunting
Yeah,
the word
I often
hunting.
go hunting for daffodils as well. You know.
Yeah, you could actually do that. Hunting means to like seek, doesn't it?
Oh, okay, but it just when you think of
Hello,
hunting, you think of like
bestie.
animals and shit. You know.
Hi. I have
Oh
to
no.
ruin this. Leon.
Oh no.
Is that Leon? Leon.
I see you in chat. Hello?
Leon. Can I break everybody's fucking brains real quick? Can I?
Yes.
Did you know that food used to just grow in the wild? Did you? Like,
I'm soy facing so hard.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
there used
I'm
to be a
sorry.
little Debbie tree.
Like, yeah, there used to be a little Debbie tree. No, I'm just like, did you actually like? It's kind of crazy that like cannabis doesn't exist. I'm just gonna use cannabis as an example. Cannabis doesn't exist. Like, it's been virtually eradicated except for in the commodified form, in a similar fashion as a lot of other food. But like, not food, but drug. But like, I'm using them like as
I mean,
commodities.
There are some parts of the Caribbean where it grows wild. Like, there
No,
are,
I
like,
mean,
there are
like,
trees
it
and
used
shit.
to grow wild in the United States, right?
Yeah.
You said. It
I
used
would
to grow
assume
wild
so, but
behind.
I've
Never
never
mind.
thought
I'll
about
shut up. Incriminating myself.
But if it's natural,
You-
how can they even make it illegal? It's,
Oh, well, isn't it by tax code? Because you
I
don't
have
pay
no
taxes
idea.
on it. It's because you pay taxes on it. You don't pay taxes on it. If you didn't pay taxes on it, how'd you get it? That's how drug code works. Because it's in the United States. Like, actually, foresight-wise, the United States was kind of like, I don't know. This is just my understanding of it. Is like it was actually kind of a progressive in this way that like it wasn't illegal to possess any substance. So in order to make possession illegal in the United States, they had to use tax code, and they said like, okay, so like you can own whatever you want, but you can't trade it. But if you have it, then we know you traded it from somebody else and didn't pay taxes on it. So that's the
What if you just
possession.
conveniently found it on the ground, you know? It was just
I don't
there.
know. Well,
Well-
then you didn't pay taxes on it. I don't know.
I think if you find it on the ground, you have to give it to the police, and after 30 days, if nobody comes to claim it, then it's yours. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, but the
For
police,
weed?
it'll just go missing, won't it?
Yeah.
It'll just get filed and go missing by the police, you know.
I wish that was the case, dude. I've had three possession charges in my life.
I don't know.
And-
Mine's it's more heady. It's not like actually how it's applied, because how law is applied is more like vibes, which is the best way I've heard it described. Sorry, go ahead, Freemz.
Bullshit. Well, you broke my train of thought.
Really?
It's fine.
If you're possession, you're talking about possession. But yeah,
I think that's it. I think that was the end of it.
Oh, you're just gonna say I've had 3 possession charges.
And
End
it
of
fucking
anecdote.
sucks.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
it was
sure
it was
would,
in
yeah.
reference to what Leon said. I was joking to his joke
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because Leon said if you have to give it the one claims it in 30 days, you get it back.
Yeah, but I don't think that works with like heroin.
illicit
Dude
substances.
said it was possession for heroin. It was possession for weed.
Oh, shut up.
Well, you gotta.
Yeah.
It was. It really was. I never
Oh,
got
really?
busted
Was
with
it? Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah, I never got busted with heroin. I was a lot more careful about that. That's falling right off the bat.
Look. All I'm saying is, if you're in West Virginia and someone wants to sell you heroin or weed, the police will only stop you for one of them. So
Funny
make your
story.
choice accordingly.
The reason why I got one of the possession charges is because I actually did have heroin, and I didn't want them to know that's what I had. And they pulled me over and they got any drugs on you? I was like, yeah. And I handed them my weed. So they didn't search me.
That's probably wise. Yeah.
Oh.
But aren't they both a class A drug? Like I'm confused now. I'm not a legal scholar, by the way.
So opiates
You can
are
believe it.
a felony. Depending on what you have, like a certain amount of pills or any amount of heroin is a felony. Anything under an ounce of weed at the time in West Virginia was not a felony. It was a misdemeanor.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
an ounce of weed is a lot to run around with, but
that is quite a lot, yeah.
to just casually have with you. But
it's a little difficult to argue personal use at that point, I think.
Chat, I've been clean for almost 4 years.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So I don't know the reason why I say that, I don't know if these rules anymore, what the rules are, what the laws are. I would imagine they're still pretty similar, but
Hey, chat. I would like to talk to you about don't do drugs. Instead, go to church and give Jesus a hug.
True.
No,
Look, I'm just gonna say
in Minecraft, not heroin. Don't do heroin.
Jesus is the worst drug of all, frankly.
How about this? Pray to Jesus that they legalize psilocybin, then try that. One time I ate
depression.
He wouldn't hug you. Fuck you.
So how did the study work? Look, that's what I meant to. I want to get back to the study, the psilocybin study. Is it producing results? Have they said anything about that, or just the fact that the stock went down?
It talks about the results a little bit. The stock going down is just the one thing they don't spend a lot of time on, but it really surprised me.
So, like, when I was younger, so I'm pretty sure this is like, I can even talk about this because it's so long ago, ate 13.5 grams of mushrooms, like in one sitting.
What the how were you alive? What the fuck?
This talks about doses of 25 milligrams.
Yeah, this is a lot more than 25 milligrams. This is a shitload of mushrooms.
How are you still not tripping?
Yeah.
Lexi, thank you for the sub.
Tina.
Fuck you, Alexo.
Freemz pisses and shitted since then.
No, can I finish the story? I mean, is that chill with
No.
You said this is our panel, all right?
I do want to say though. I do want to say one more thing. There's been lots of instances of people like tripping once and then always like and then never recovering or something. It's like a permanent trip or something. I can't.
Yeah, I think that's from like acid though, right?
Oh, it's from acid.
Which I've also done.
And also, it's like that might also be a corollary with age, like while your brain's still developing. Like I think Andrew might have from Channel 5 might have some like permanent. Like I don't know what their situation is. That's just
Someone said
something I heard.
permatrip isn't real. It's propaganda. It's not real.
No, I'm not. I'm saying like there's people who have talked about it. I've seen like on fucking.
I don't know.
I don't think it's like a perma trip, but like I think I've heard that like people start like seeing things.
Yeah.
Like, again.
Yeah, like Andrew, I think has like little spots they see in like the periphery of their vision or something, and that's like
they really didn't let me finish my story, huh? Yeah.
Nope.
Fuck that.
You gotta cut us off. You gotta just tell everyone to shut up and go.
Tell your story.
Well, what I was gonna say is after that trip, it like reset my brain almost, and like helped me like focus on like shit that, especially at the time, I felt like it was more important. Like it started like. I had like all these like realizations and like started like drinking nothing but water, like eating better. I don't know, focusing on more important things, and was way less depressed than I was leading up to doing that trip.
See, that's a problem for us. That's a problem. You got to take those antidepressants.
Yeah, now I'm on
Life,
Klonopin.
life is my antidepressant, baby. I just wake up and I take a deep breath, and I'm not depressed anymore.
No,
I
the
wake
best.
up,
Jeez.
take a deep
I
shit.
can't take deep
I was
breaths
about
right
to say
now.
the best antidepressant is taking a big old shit in the morning. Do you feel better than that at any point? It's amazing. Sorry.
Obviously, you haven't had 13 grams of mushrooms.
That's a weird sort of humble brag.
Mhm.
You've clearly never taken a potentially lethal dose of.
I had a bad
Is there a
trip
lethal
with
dose?
I had
I
a
Sorry.
bad
don't know,
trip
maybe.
with shrooms like early, like when I was 15.
Mhm.
And because I was like, I remember my friend at the time was like, "Oh, don't worry, my mom's not gonna come home," and then she comes home in the middle of the trip, and I start freaking out like internally, and I remember like like breaking down. It was a horrible experience. I would try it again though.
So like same thing. Like I've had bad trips before and they're fucking terrible. And like since I've been clean, I've been afraid to do it because I'm afraid because of all that trauma of going through,
Yeah,
pretty hardcore drug addiction and then the trauma of getting clean. I'm afraid that's
yeah,
immediately where my brain's gonna go as soon as I start
yeah.
tripping. And I'm just not ready for that. It sounds terrifying to me. I'm not saying it'll never happen and maybe it needs to happen, but like that was rough. Wasn't rough. Would be rough. I don't know. The idea of it, even thinking about it right now, I'm like nervous thinking about it.
Yeah.
My friend, the first time that he did mushrooms was in a city, and like he walked around town in a life jacket and boxer briefs and called his parents and said that he was dying. And then his friend, who was also in mushrooms, took the phone away from him. And this is how he met their parents. They're like, "Hi, my name's Cole. Your son's fucking fine. He's fine. He's fucking fine. He's fine." And then his parents had to drive an hour to come get him. That's my favorite.
I
That's my
got.
favorite drug story.
I have a good bad trip story. One of my friends. This is a long time ago. We had done some acid. It was his first time, so he did like one hit of it. I did 3, and he immediately starts freaking out. Like he's like, "Oh, I want to call my mom and my girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh, let me see your phone." I took the battery out of his phone so he couldn't call his parents. So then he was like,
That's a friend.
I took him
That's
into
real
a room, like just me and him on the other side of the house to get away from everyone else. And he's like starting to calm down. And like, I remember at one point he's like, "Man, is it almost over?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm not even tripping anymore." Like, as I'm saying this, I can feel my cigarette like snaking through my fingers, like, oh shit. And then he was like, "Dude, I'm going home. I got to drive home." I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I can't let this guy drive." So I want to say this, preface this by saying, don't ever drive when you're tripping on mushrooms. We do live out in the middle of nowhere, right? So I decided I'm going to take my car and park it behind his car. That's the only driving that happened. I didn't let him drive home.
Oh,
So I get in my
Oh.
car and I go to look back to back up. And I swear to God, my back window looked like it was 50 feet behind me. I was like, "Oh no, how do I do this?" So like, it was bad. It was bad.
Oh
But
my
that was.
gosh.
He made it though. He thanked me so much the next day for not letting him talk to his parents. Super
That's-
religious, rural West Virginian parents. Like,
So that's another crime you're admitting to live on air. I broke a motor
I think
vehicle.
we're like, isn't there like a window there? Like,
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can't like get off your
limitations?
property.
Oh.
huh?
Okay, I'm just
It was like
you know.
it was like over 10
No,
years
it's all in
ago.
a video game, okay? Right, guys?
Yeah,
Look,
you can't like leave your property.
Dirtbag, you can hop on.
Dirtbag, let's go! Come on, Dirtbag.
I want to ask Dirtbag about cannibalism.
I'll
what?
bring
yeah.
it back.
What?
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
cannabis, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then you kind of just
No, no,
pivoted,
no, no.
you know.
That's-
I think I
what do you mean
originally asked you to
pivoted?
be on and forgot Dirtbag.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, you're a dirtbag. I'm hopping off 'cause I'm tired. But I'm also playing Minecraft, and it's hard to play Minecraft and be on video camera on somebody else's stream.
We really don't have that much more panel left.
Minecraft? I'm still turning off my camera. You saw Carl. That's what you needed. That's all you get.
I'm gonna read your Discord message out loud.
Oh yeah, do that. That's
No,
what I
I'm not
posted
really going.
in chat, and you didn't. You didn't read it. I posted it in
I'm not
chat.
going to.
It's good. I liked it.
I don't want to get banned.
What? What for that? Really? Am I gonna get
Mhm.
banned? Oh wait, not that one. No, don't read that one. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
not the
I
N
typed
word
it in my
message.
chat. I didn't see it.
No. No, it was
Wait, what were you asking about? What were you asking?
who?
I didn't hear
What?
Kevin.
Oh no, I was just doing a silly joke. Never mind.
Did you ask her
All
if it was
good.
the N word?
I thought you meant
Maybe.
you were gonna read
No,
this.
worse. This was the C word.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh well. Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
I was asking, Ritz or Triscuits?
Oh well. I have no comment to make about such obvious race baiting. It's outrageous.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know.
Is that
can't
dog
even
whistling?
No, we can't.
I'm sorry.
Carl, will you whistle for them?
It's gonna be real weird tomorrow when I eat chili. Probably on stream as I do. And I go to put a certain hardened bread item in my chili and I can't even talk about it.
Mm-hmm. An unleavened.
Because at this point, saying I'm putting crackers in my chili sounds pretty dark.
Yeah. It does.
But I actually
can-
mean the food.
Well, if we all get cancelled by Twitch, it was Freemz that did it.
It's true.
Yeah. I can't
I
wait
thought you-
till you know how when all the you guys might not have been around here back then, but back a few years ago, the right wingers on Twitch were far more right than they are now, and they're all on DLive now. So are we gonna get another mass migration of people who say the word to over on DLive now?
Yeah, a lefty D live. Yeah.
I have to drag you in, trash can.
Trash friend. This is my trash friend.
I'll just do this for a second while I wait. Did I say trash can? I meant dirt bag.
Aw.
I meant dirt bag.
Yeah, instead of D live, it would be C live. Yeah, true. And let's be honest, with how white leftism is online, it would all be fucking white people anyway.
Welcome, dirtbag.
Hey.
Hey, Lexi. Bye. Good night. Thanks for coming on.
I missed the psychedelics topic.
We can bring it back.
Hi, bestie.
I missed the psychedelics topic. And God, hang on, I can hear myself.
How?
Damn, I missed all the good shit. Psychedelics topic, the C word discourse, everything.
No.
No, we're
C
not.
word
We're not doing the
No.
C word discourse.
I was gonna say that I just wanted to say that the best kind are the little oyster crackers that are kind of puffy.
yeah.
Those are great.
Pretty good.
Yeah, those are
I
the
like.
best, dude.
I like saltines in my chili.
Yeah. That's what I had for dinner tonight.
So I'm having
That's very
tomorrow.
nice.
My dad's making chili.
Nice.
Just want to say I have ultimate respect for all Caucasians. Just saying.
The hero.
It's true.
I forgot what the fuck I
Great.
was gonna say. Oh yeah, what did you want to add to the? Anything you wanted to add to the tripping psilocybin
I don't know.
discourse?
It would be weird now. I tripped a lot in my
Oh,
day.
actually, I remember what I was gonna say now. Then
Like-
we'll get back to it. The thing that
Yeah.
I'm most upset about that over this new discourse, the C word or whatever, and how widespread it is how there's so much more important things people could be talking about. That
Yeah.
people could be putting their
Yeah,
energy to, people that could be mad about, sad about, whatever.
Like literally
Instead
any.
of this,
Yeah.
That's the point.
even if you're your point, if you're doing a stream about being we should be able to say it, that's what your stream's about, you're still wasting your energy, in my opinion.
Well, it feels like online.
It's such wasteful, useless discourse, and that's all Twitch politics has been for the last at least
Yeah,
noticeably to me, like specifically the last month, 2 months have been just fucking mind-numbing to me about how shitty and lame the discourse has been and how much I question how much people actually care about fucking anything. But anyways,
Yeah, most
sorry.
discourse is pretty garbage these days. I do not.
It's fun to have the
Do
conversations.
not
I don't
disagree
even
with
care
you
that
on
the
that.
I don't even care that the conversations are happening, and like any kind of conversation. I don't care if they're happening. It's the outrage that people pretend to have for it that's
Yeah.
Well,
frustrating.
it's all like a bunch of pigeons, right? We're like thrown little crumbs of food, and then it doesn't even matter what the food is. We're just like all fighting over it. Yeah, it's pretty silly at times.
Well, I
Okay,
feel really.
Freemz, I'm a new viewer. What do you care about? So if you talk to people that watch any of the political stuff I do, when I'm actually talking about what I care about, like people in poverty, people like especially where I live in Appalachia, like they're already poor. And on top of that, because of resource extraction industries, we have like no clean water. There's no upward mobility anywhere, things like that. And places where the life expectancy is lower than some of the poorest countries in the world. Not
Yeah.
that those
Are you
countries shouldn't
saying?
have a higher life expectancy, but the fact that ours is on par with that, you wouldn't expect that to happen in the United States of America, and it
Are you?
does. And instead, we're going to talk about people like saying the C word or accidentally coming in a park because they saw someone shit themselves. Like,
Are you
that's what
saying,
Twitch is.
Freemz,
Sorry.
that the poor of
What?
Appalachia don't care about xenogenders? Are you sure?
It's
I
not
think
even the
that's.
xenogender conversation part that was like frustrating about that. It was like all the hypotheticals they wanted to throw at it.
I mean, I
Like,
feel the same way. I feel like when we get to like saying like dumb as ableist, I get so frustrated because like I like they're like housing is so expensive here in Canada that and then people are coming to me and telling me that like something so arbitrary is ableist. I'm like, why are we doing this? People are they're hiring private security firms to kick out homeless people, like fucking downtown Toronto, and you want me to care about certain stuff? I simply cannot. You know what I mean?
I mean, isn't the
oh,
whole
what's your
Seabird
tier?
discourse though? It's just kind of like this latest week of something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody, it'll be done and over with in like another week. Some people, it's always a thing, right? Like racism. I feel
I just
like
it,
I
it,
feel
it gets
like most of it
brought.
always. I feel like most of it
Sorry.
kind of just boils. No, that's all right. I feel like most of it kind of just boils down to like, at least in that regard, for that conversation is like people are just kind of arguing for the right to be assholes. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
I think it gets to
When
like
it comes
another
down to wokeness, when people are like anti woke, that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like people are upset about the C word thing, and it's easy for leftists to get caught up in the like, oh, you're so funny, dude. White people aren't marginalized and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's true, but also at the same time, like I feel like it comes down to like, just don't be a fucking asshole to people.
I
And most of
think
the time, if you're like arguing to be able to use slurs for anyone, that you're kind of like just arguing to be a fucking asshole to people, right? So
I mean it's okay.
and
First of all, whether or not it's a slur, whatever, who cares? Second of all, it becomes an issue when people start getting like
I mean
losing
linguistically in the
losing their accounts.
Yeah, I mean,
For
Hassan got banned.
something
Like that's pretty. That's actually like pretty
there
huge. She's like one of Twitch's like poster boys, right?
there's like other streamers who have got banned for this for this discourse, and it becomes like a whole nother level of just absurdity, you know, in the discourse.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
that
become
has
part of
I
like
don't think
Twitch's
has
inconsistency, right? Like that's
Yeah.
actually like a broader.
I
That's a
get
broader
I
discussion we can
I
have.
get
Where like it's
I get
just
fucking people can just be misogynistic on the fucking timeline or bigoted or hateful. But now they're taking the stance that you can't say this word. So stupid.
What do you mean though? I feel like I feel like it's weird, right? Like how can you define slur, right? Like how, the word slur has a meaning, right? Like an actual definition. You can't just like apply whatever
Oh my God.
definition that you want to it. Like how
I agree with
like
you. I really don't want to get into this discourse right now.
Yeah,
So
we're extending this conversation. Yeah, we're not. I'm saying I agree with Freemz. I agree.
my whole thing was just
I'll let you
like I
finish
think
your point,
people
but I
are
don't want to go too
arguing
far
to
into
become
it.
assholes. That's it. My whole point is I think people are arguing to become assholes, and I agree with you that the discourse is fucking stupid. But it's like
My
the latest
point,
thing that people are upset about and stuff. From a Twitch standpoint, though, to me it feels like it is a little bit consistent, and that their TOS is just kind of not that great, anyways. You know what I'm
It's so
saying?
funny
Like,
because like I literally got there was
that's
like a
why that's the only
streamer.
reason I mentioned slur and like how it is a specific definition. You know what I mean? Like how can you? That's the only reason I mentioned that is in regards to how Twitch has to handle it. Because if they say they're not going to let people use slurs that are racially targeted or whatever, then they have to stick to their own definitions. And I don't think that they banned Hassan for using it or for having the discussion about whether or not it's okay. I don't think anybody is saying that like the N word is
Cute.
is the same as the C word, which is ridiculous. We have to say that, right? But like, yeah, from Twitch's standpoint, I feel like it's kind of consistent, right? They have to because Hassan wasn't necessarily debating or talking about whether it's okay. He was like, he called somebody or he said like, yeah, you guys fucking watch the clips. I'm not gonna say it, but
Yeah,
I'm not
I just
mad at
don't.
it either. But like still.
I just like don't really have like
we're
the
still talking. Like, we can not talk about it.
right.
Like, we're just talking about, yeah.
That's what exactly what I was
My
about to say. I don't even have like the energy to even want to like involve myself in that discourse because it's so
the
so
one
just
thing, the
Twitch. I
one
get
thing,
it, but
the one thing that I saw that I would like to make a note of is that somebody said on like Reddit, like, this is the best day of my life. Hassan was been, and that's actually very sad. So you need to think about
yes.
that.
Oh,
Bro, what no sex does to a motherfucker.
It's also like if Twitch were really consistent, they would like I literally get like misogynistic attacks on a regular basis. So it doesn't really I don't know, whatever. Just I wish they would be more consistent.
Yeah, if only they'd attacked you for being white, they might have done something about it.
I agree. I agree.
Crazy. And on that bombshell, I'm gonna go to bed because it's like 3 in the morning.
Okay.
For sure.
Thank you, everyone, man.
Bye,
This is
Kevin.
around.
Have a good night.
You want to shout out your channel real quick?
Bye.
Yeah, I'm Kevin Logan. You find me at KFLogan1875 on Twitch because my branding game is weak. See you later.
Bye.
You can change it when you're partnered.
Later.
Probably, yeah.
There you go.
Peace.
KF Logan, ladies and gentlemen, always funny. Dude cracks me up. I didn't realize how late it was when I brought on Dirtbag, but we can go for a little bit longer. I gotta play Valorant
It's all
before I
right.
go to bed, or I'm gonna get
Go
bad
You
at the
ha-
game.
Gotta play. I gotta
I
play.
knew you guys were
Gotta-
ending. I just wanted to
gotta-
pop on and say what's up to everybody. I didn't mean to continue the C word discourse. I
I mean,
really
we're
don't give a
still-
fuck
Oh,
about
you
it.
Yeah,
did.
we all know it. We all know
I
it.
know you dirtbag. I know all you do is get sap every ounce of content.
We could touch on one more topic. I'm cool with that.
Sure. Was there any like
Uh,
other topic people wanted?
the
the
could-
discourse
Is there a
around
list?
Minecraft,
no.
Freemz, and why Freemz should log on and teleport me.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
really need
here
me to do
soon,
that?
Is Minecraft.
I died. I got murdered because of your panel.
Why didn't you sleep in the TP?
Because it wasn't nighttime and because I was typing in chat.
You have days to sleep in the TP. It'll set your respawn point.
No, it doesn't, because I've done that before. I literally did that before I got killed.
Oh, I
clicked
broke
on
the
bed.
TP and moved it actually.
Exactly. Sorry, chat. Pick another topic. I'm being a dick.
Was there a list of topics that you guys were talking about
Yes.
already?
Yeah, there's a real
I think
quick
Tina
list.
had one picked out.
Tina?
I wanted to talk about cannibalism, but nobody wants to engage with me honestly about cannibalism. So
What about it?
What?
What do you mean?
that it's good, probably.
Probably.
You want to
As in
expand
how?
on that just a little bit more before you toss it out there?
No.
It's good, probably. Doesn't it make you sick?
Yes.
It's like yeah.
I mean, we
In
eat
like a
food that
good
makes
way,
us
you know,
sick.
like
That's not really like a bad thing.
So it's
right?
good
I mean,
probably
like-
if you're an eco-fascist, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, by the way, this is just like my personal meme because I read an article about like political people who want to have consensual cannibalism, and they're very good and honest, and we
They
should
probably
be more
also
like them.
They also probably post about raw milk.
They also
There's
have
like
an
a
issue
big
with taxes and child statutory
There's
laws.
wait. There's also people, I forget the name, but there's people who like want to get like an STD.
What?
Wait,
It's called
what?
something. Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
it's like a kink where they seek out people with like HIV or something, and they're like, I want to get infected with HIV.
What is that
Yeah,
called?
gotta
People were
catch 'em
making
all.
jokes about that whenever was it Dennis Prager that purposely got COVID?
Oh, maybe.
People, bug chasers. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so people were calling Dennis Prager a bug chaser because he got COVID on purpose.
Yes, bug chasers. Thank you, Epo. Yeah. So that is the
I mean,
strangest
I've
kink.
heard of like parents trying to get their kids fucking like chicken pox.
Well,
You
that
guys heard
okay,
of this before, where they could
that
like
makes more
so if
sense.
they have
though.
it and now they won't get it
No,
again.
It's
no,
because when you're a
no,
kid,
it
when you're a
doesn't.
kid,
Fucked
it's
up.
easier. It's not as dangerous when you get it as a kid. So they had these
Yeah.
like pox parties where they would like take all
But
their kids.
they had a
everyone would get it.
vaccine at the
Yeah.
time,
I
and
was gonna
that's not
say, isn't
actually
that-
true.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
getting
What?
COVID.
Hey, listen,
That's like
we
getting
got a
COVID
COVID
for your
vaccine, all right, but people are spreading that
entire
shit
time?
around. They don't care.
I've been
Wait,
gaslit.
weren't there
Really
Republicans
sounds like
doing that
some
shit too?
fucking-
What?
Mhm.
Yes.
Weren't there
Man,
Republicans
dude,
trying to get COVID to prove how like it's not that bad, and then they die in like 2 weeks, and they're like, "Oh, that was probably a mistake." It's like, yeah, no shit, buddy. Okay.
It's not like anti-vax people is a new thing since COVID. You know, they've been like, I would actually, I don't know, Orb Lady, do you know more? Because you sound like you know more about it. Because I've always felt
More
like
about
that was
what?
fucking bullshit too about the chicken pox and like you
I
should
do
give
know
it to your
it's
kids so they
bullshit.
don't get
Yeah,
sick later.
I got
yeah,
can't
that
believe I
was
got
bullshit at the
gaslit.
time. Like,
Hell
no, it
yeah.
seriously, it caught like because kids like you can still have really bad reactions. And also, by the way, the immunity thing isn't real. The reason I know it is because I had chickenpox as a kid and I don't have immunity. So like that's just bullshit on its face. One, like it's all like pseudoscience bullshit, like
Oh,
anti-vax shit.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, before we
Like
go
I
into
got
like,
tested for antibodies.
I'm pretty sure though that if you do get it as a kid, you still have a reduced chance, right? It's not that you're
No,
just fully
I
immune.
had it as a child. I
Yeah,
had it
of
when I was
course,
10.
of course.
I'm
But
saying like
I know, but there's going to be breakthrough infections for COVID too, right? That's why I want to be really careful when we say things like, "Well, it's not full immune, so why bother?" You know, it just
no, I'm saying is like things act so differently. You can't speak broadly about like things like this, especially like as not doctors. Like this idea that like, oh, you can have a party, a chicken pox party to infect your child so that they get immunity and doctors are not endorsing this like as just broad sweeping statements. That's a problem. And I'm telling you this as somebody who had chicken pox and was tested by my doctor who knew this was a thing and was like, I want to test you for antibodies just to make sure like you can still get it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
So it is super rare to get chickenpox twice because it usually when you get it the first time, it triggers something in your body that continues making antibodies for chickenpox.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. It's not like there are breakthrough cases, so you shouldn't encourage people to get illnesses, especially when we have like
Vaccines,
scientific vaccines and
Yeah.
things that reduce it. Like,
You should get vaccinated for chickenpox instead of just getting chickenpox. Is what.
Right. I think that makes the perfect sense, right?
yeah.
Like instead of taking
We
your
need s-
kid to another kid that's sick with chickenpox.
Like, do you realize like I had chicken pox after the like I'm 27. I had the chicken pox after the vaccine was created. So people were still spreading it around and people who are like you're saying this thing that is willfully it's disproven by me and like by science is like there's other things and it's still going around and people are probably still having chickenpox parties because of this thing, even though like I got questioned the other day because I was talking to somebody and they're like, how old are you? Like, you shouldn't have ever had chickenpox because the vaccine existed. And like, why? You know, because people are still doing that, spreading misinformation like that and like probably still having chickenpox parties.
Mhm.
well,
And
I mean,
like,
if the
And I
last 2
think
years has shown us
anti-vax
anything, right? It's that like people don't listen
Yeah.
to science, right? And also, I
think
do think that the whole like
anti-vax-
the chickenpox thing was like that was like way before the vaccine. I don't think people are having it in nearly the same capacity.
No, I'm saying is like I don't know. I feel like if you're saying it now and people still think like people on this panel now are saying like this, you know. I'm not saying that you're like it's just a thing. Like it's so prevalent.
Yeah.
Like if
Right.
people were
That's
still
what I was
if
gonna
you're still
say.
saying it is like what do you think about
Anti-vax sentiment.
anti-vaxxers?
Yeah, anti-vax sentiment has been a thing for a really long time, and it's not even a partisan thing either. Like, and it's been around for like way before COVID, dude. I would even say likely it's the same sort of shit as you're saying, like with the chickenpox thing. And it's to the point where a lot of people who like are more logical and do believe in science and stuff still might have an aversion to getting like a vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Because the disinformation about vaccines is it's just permeates every fucking where, especially now with COVID and shit. So
I don't know. I think
So-
vaccines are lame.
True.
I'm kidding. Sorry.
I mean, I
I'm
guess after
getting
I've
my
been
vaccine
sick, I'm
on
not a huge
Christmas
fan right
Eve.
now either.
What did you
I
say,
mean,
Eugene?
they make
I said I'm getting my booster on Christmas Eve, like a Satanist, because apparently those
Nice.
are the only dates available. Because nobody wants to get vaccinated on Christmas Eve before they go see their family.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which-
I wouldn't want to do it right before then either, because the first 2 shots got me sick as fuck. Like I was laid out for a few days
But
both times.
I'm still
yeah,
recovering.
but like we're not doing anything. We're just sitting at home and eating food, you know. So it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
but it's just funny because a lot of people were like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." Da, 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 da. And it's like, why?
Yeah, get vaccinated.
Whoa!
Get a
I
booster
found
shot.
a
Get
weird
your flu
thing.
shot too, guys. Chat. Get your flu shot.
I don't think I've ever had a flu shot.
It's supposed to be really bad this year.
The flu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Interesting.
never had a flu shot either.
Interesting. Yeah, it's weird. They're expensive if you don't have insurance. I mean, not
I wear a
not.
mask everywhere now too, so I think I'm even
Mhm.
less likely to catch the flu.
Well, that's why we
I'll
saw a
start
lot of
to-
like flu cases go down like for the last 2 years because like we just had unprecedented amounts of social distancing. It was kind of
Yeah.
cool to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a lot of stuff. Well, in some ways, not in all ways, but like I feel like I've gotten a lot less sick because I was I'm also autoimmune. I'm immunocompromised in a lot of ways. Like that's something I haven't brought up
Same
to you,
here.
which is probably why I have weird reactions to chickenpox. But like, like I don't know. I had masks for like before COVID. I was like me and my roommate, I had masks stocked up because I had already noticed, I'd heard about like other cultures like wearing face masks and being like, "Oh, it's to protect yourself from illness, it's to protect other people from illness." And I was like, I'm tired of going to the doctor's office and getting sick, so I'm going to wash my hands more and wear a mask. And turns out that actually does work. Like observable fact of just like me doing it before COVID happened.
Hmm.
You know the
Like
best
it's
way.
wild.
The best way to
Germ
avoid
theory.
going to the doctor.
Hmm.
Not
Not having sex.
insurance. No insurance.
Not having sex. What?
Wh-
What'd you say?
What?
Insurance.
I said
What about
I think
insurance?
sex.
The best way to avoid going to the doctor is by not having insurance.
The best way
Oh,
to
yeah,
avoid going to the
I
doctor
can
is not having sex.
I can definitely confirm the not
I
having
love this
insurance,
discourse. This is
the
better
doctor thing.
discourse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had to go to the doctor before because I had sex.
Sex ever what say what? Sex ever say what?
Never mind.
What's wrong with sex havers?
Oh,
Are we discriminating
don't out
against
yourself. Don't
sex
get
havers now?
this man out of here.
Yeah, get out of
this
here.
man outta
sex
here.
haver. You filthy
Well,
sex haver.
I am a filthy sex haver.
Me, I've never had sex a day in my life.
Never.
No, I'm
Never
too busy
once.
reading the Bible
I thought
I'm
you were
a
gonna say
born again
manga for a
person.
second.
and manga. I'm actually
The Bible
gonna get my
version of
funds
the
to get
manga.
doing a manga version of the Bible, not a Bible version of the manga.
I'd read that.
Genesis.
bet it
My
is.
mind just immediately went to hentai when you guys were talking about sex and then manga in the same fucking conversation for some
I
reason.
may or may
just-
not read that.
Would be really interesting.
I
What's
just
that?
learned the other day that hentai does not mean octopus porn. It just means like,
I was there for that.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, not just octo porn.
Mm-hmm.
That
think
was
that's
just
just kind of
my
like a
very
subgenre.
specific. That was just my very specific search history. No,
Well, Steam keeps trying to suggest me like hentai games and shit too. So I don't
Super
know what
Money
that's
Made
all
too.
about.
You can disable that.
Dirtbag, if you stop clicking on them, it'll stop recommending them, okay?
No.
Yeah,
they
you
don't
do.
do
Come
that.
on, you do. I know it.
No, I mean they don't base it on that.
There
Of
ain't
course
no
I
shame
click
in
on
that,
them. It's
King.
like
There ain't no shame in
cartoon
that,
titties
King.
as I'm scrolling through the fucking store. I'm like, what is this game?
Listen, listen,
nobody
listen.
clicks
There ain't
on
no
it.
shame in enjoying some hentai games. I just want to say.
We got old,
Exactly,
we got old
yeah.
gotcha Andy over here trying to teach people how to clear porn or hentai off their Steam browser.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
This is great
important skill.
conversation.
This is a great conversation. Yeah.
Microtransaction waifu ass Andy motherfucker. Anyway,
We never read my comment.
Listen,
Who?
all I'm saying is companies are really good at marketing to the people who want it, alright? We got some
Alright.
crazy algorithms now.
That's a different
Yeah.
conversation.
we
Anyway.
got Lakari over here.
What?
Leon's probably the only person who got that joke. You got the joke, right, Lakari? Okay. Me and Leon watch too much Twitch for too long.
I do.
Lakari is a big streamer that is addicted to gacha games.
See,
Gotcha
there's
games?
another every time. See, that's another big streamer I don't know. Shocker.
Are you still trying to
Shocker.
act like you don't know Hassan?
I
Who?
love Hassan Minhaj. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Tina, I feel like you need to talk to your
I feel like
partner
we need to have an
about.
intervention.
I can see
Yeah.
Tina knows Hassan because I can see the pain in her face when I say his name because he got banned.
Aw,
Pain?
true.
Yeah, she has
What
to
are
watch
you
Mike for
talking
7
about?
days. I'd feel pain
Wait, what were
too.
you gonna say, Evie?
No
No,
one
I
here
just-
is allowed to watch
What were you
Mike.
gonna
I think
say,
every-
Evie?
Chat might be banned from his. I mean,
Are
well,
we
not every-
silencing? Are we silencing
No.
Evie?
We're not banned. No, I
I
don't
don't think
care
Leon's
to repeat.
banned. Me and Tina are
I'm not
definitely
banned.
banned though.
I don't know if anybody
From
has
what?
actually
You guys
banned me on
banned from?
Twitch.
He said you're gonna have to watch Mike for 7 days. I mean, you were both
Oh.
banned in Mike's channel.
Oh.
He
Oh.
banned me for fucking the dumbest reason.
Apparently, that's just a thing he does to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I've not been banned. by
Everybody
anyone.
bans
I
You
don't
don't
even
know
who they are.
Redacted?
Mike,
That's funny.
No.
Mike, from-
You sweet summer child.
I don't
Mike
even
from
know their
PA?
name actually. I'm like,
Central-
is it
Central
Mike?
Central
I don't know.
Committee.
Like,
Central _committee.
I don't know them either.
You're okay for that.
They seem,
I
they
want-
seem a little bit, at least
That
as
would hurt
not
his ego
relevant
so
as I
bad.
am.
Have you heard that?
I feel like
what?
are you admitting to inventing like the machine from Spotless Mind? Like you just willfully forgot or suppressed it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I
No, I
just
think he
actually
really
don't know
doesn't
who the
know
fuck they are.
That's
I
funny.
no, I have no idea who they are. I mean, I do kind of vaguely, maybe. I hear everybody talk about whoever this person is, but then like they're like, no, you're not supposed to say their name, and everybody's been banned by them or something like that. But
I have all those emotes banned.
are we still talking about Hassan?
I don't know
No,
what
I
we're
know.
talking
I
about.
know.
No, I'm
We all
kidding.
know. Everyone here knows who Hassan is.
All right,
Tina.
I think so.
I do think I hope we all know who Hassan Minhaj is.
Hold on, chat. I got incriminating pictures of Tina and
Oh
Hassan.
my god, Jesus Christ.
Please share them again.
These are all Photoshopped, by the way. These are all
These
Photoshopped.
all have
These are
all
not
have
Photoshopped.
prominence.
Photoshopped!
Chat is gonna be
They've
able to look
been-
at them and tell that they're not Photoshopped. So good
They've
try.
been verified by
Evie,
Christie's.
no.
What? They have
Don't.
authentication papers.
Chat,
They're
does that look
legal.
photo-
They're
does
legal
that
and
look-
tender as NFTs.
Chat, does that look photoshopped? Does that look
It's so good.
photoshopped, chat?
It
No.
doesn't even look a little
Chat.
bit photoshopped.
Shut up,
Seems like
dirtbag.
it's
Not
totally
you.
legit.
They said looks legit to me.
This
What
is
about this
fake,
chat?
guys. What are you
Hard
saying? This
agree.
is so fake. Why are you
Does this-
doing this to me, chat?
Does this look
100%
photoshopped?
legit.
Stop. This
Is that
is
Not even close.
fake. No.
That's a good one. I like that.
I do not have the. You think I went to college for 8 years for photo editing? I do not have
Yeah,
the
you think-
capabilities to make such a real looking image.
Freemz is in
How could you
West
spend 8 years of
Virginia. You
college, you
think
can only
Freemz
do
has
that?
Photoshop?
Yeah.
8 years of. Yeah, that would be a lot.
Because I know that I know when I'm beside
Do you care
someone
to
in a
explain
picture.
yourself actually, or just like deflect, Tina?
What do you mean explain? Explain what? Explain a fake picture of me? I can't explain fake pictures of me that people make up.
There's even more of them.
No!
ridiculous.
That's
This is
not me,
ridiculous.
guys. Do you see that's not me?
Tina,
I
you
don't
look
I
so
don't even
pretty. You
I
look
don't
great
even
with
own-
skincare, Tina.
thank you. But I don't even
You should
own
go
that
back to
shirt.
that hairstyle.
I did
Tina
I've
said
never
Yeah,
thank
it looks
you.
nice in that
Admits
picture.
Tina is in the photo.
No. I was saying hypothetically, that would be nice on me. I agree.
Tina admitted it. Tina
I
looks nice with
didn't.
skincare.
Don't gaslight me,
Yeah.
Amy, please. Best lucky friend. Don't do this to me.
What the What is this?
It's
You don't need to know. You don't need to know.
it's
fine.
bookmarked. Someone start selling in my merch store. Here's a blanket I made for one of my friends for Christmas.
Why does that
The
exist?
fuck?
I don't know if I can
It's a
show my
blanket.
A
chat
lot of free
box.
time.
They're holding Freemz as a
What?
baby.
It's my friend Ryan as an angel holding me as a baby angel. No, a baby
Oh, that's
demon. If
fantastic.
you see that he's got demon wings, you can't tell. He's got like a little demon tail.
I need that fucking blanket. Wait, is that a
Pretty good.
blanket or a towel?
It
It's a
does
blank-
kind of look like you, dirtbag. Beard wise, similar beards.
Beard wise?
Yes, y'all have similar beards.
Yeah.
I need to find out which one of my friends has that blanket. I would love to have that. I know.
That's pretty
Is that
hilarious.
all the pictures of Tina and Hassan that I have?
I mean, I've seen the evidence now. I've
There's no
definitely seen enough
evidence.
to-
Dirtbag. There's no evidence.
Mhm.
I mean, we just saw it. That's all the evidence we need.
Leon! Shh.
It's
Not
intervention
true.
time. Why have you
There's
been
no
lying to me?
intervention. There's no
Bring-
intervention needed.
Who brought the
don't-
gun?
How's your
Oh,
So
chat,
do you
I forgot to do
live
something.
in that new $3 million house also, or
I don't know what you're
what's-
talking about. What house?
how is it nice?
I don't
is
know
it
what you
nice?
mean.
I would like
Does
to know.
does Hassan share chicky nuggies with you?
I
Oh my
don't know
God.
what you're talking about.
I bet you guys just hang out and eat tendies and
Ooh,
nuggies. all
S-Fan
fucking
was
Oh,
there.
yeah.
S-Fan was there yesterday. What's he like?
I was at where?
At your house?
No,
Your-
he
Mhm.
wasn't.
Pretty sure.
I've never
Yeah.
even talked to S-Fan.
Oh, that's
Oh,
rude. He was there.
I'd like
You
an
didn't talk to
introduction.
him?
That is pretty rude.
I don't even.
true.
What do you mean? You're being rude to me right now.
Well, it's either this or we talk about whether or not
Oh no.
tamales are just soggy sandwiches.
Oh.
Oh my God, no! Please, Dirtbag.
Wait, what'd you ask?
If
If
tamales are just soggy
technically
sandwiches.
tamales
No!
are just kind of like soggy
I
sandwiches,
can't. Is
basically.
is soup an ocean or whatever? What's that fucking?
It's soup and ocean.
I mean, what else is the ocean besides a giant fish soup?
Stop.
Fish
Yeah, I don't like
soup.
that.
I mean, it's definitely not a chowder. I think chowder's a little bit more thick and creamy, you know?
Tamales
Well,
don't
is
have
there a
bread.
type of soup that you don't cook?
tamales definitely have a form of bread in them.
I thought it was like a corn husk.
No, that's just what it's wrapped in.
Every panel with Dirtbag I'm in, we always end with it is a hot dog a sandwich? What's another one? I can't even think of them. I've tried to erase them from my memory.
Yeah, well, do you have a
Hot dog
definitive
is
answer?
clearly
yet?
a taco, but
Hey, Gondom, I didn't see you come in. Tamale is a calzone. No. I'm tired of all
calzone is
these
technically a
goddamn
sandwich.
food anarchists thinking they can call whatever they want, all willy nilly, whatever they want. I'm tired of people
Exactly.
saying that, like, for example, fruit pizza is not a pizza.
Oh my
Um,
god.
What even is a fruit pizza?
It's basically,
Pineapple?
in my opinion, it's a tart because it's
Oh.
like a
I've tried
kind
it
of like
before. It doesn't work out.
This is wrong.
yeah.
We
it's
have
kind
like
of a mess.
12 other
Cake?
topics, by the way, and this is what we're
Oh no, I already
resorting to.
deleted all the topics. This is all we've got left. This is all we can talk about now.
Yeah.
Stop.
Mhm.
Is it Tina love bombing
Yeah,
and
there's
then
definitely
like
a bread
gaslighting
in
Hassan?
tamale,
Because
though.
we need to talk about that.
Gaslighting.
No, there's not. I don't think there is. Maybe a
What?
tortilla.
It's not corn husk. That's just what it's wrapped in. It's made out of. They make like a. It's called the masa, but it's basically like a dough.
You know what
that
masa
they
is?
and they
It's
steam it.
a corn
Masa's
tortilla.
corn. Yeah.
Right. Well, what do you think cornbread is made out of?
Corn.
Cornmeal.
Cornmeal. It's
Okay.
milled corn.
Milled corn is different than corn flour.
But
Uh-oh.
you still make bread. What do you make bread out of? Flour?
Flour.
Is masa made out of flour?
It's corn flour.
Okay, so then it's a form of bread.
I don't think the flour is what makes the bread the bread. I think it's like
I mean,
the
technically, tortillas are a kind of bread. They're just like a really flat bread.
It's
No.
like a subset.
So you're saying a taco's a sandwich, a burrito's a sandwich.
A taco is a hot dog,
Yeah.
and vice
And a
versa.
hot
I
dog
would
is a
I would
sandwich.
actually say a hot dog is closer to a sandwich. It's an open face sandwich.
That's toast.
Yeah, I mean, I would allow that.
I
Yeah,
found a chart
that's
online
because
about
it's-
this I really liked. I'm gonna find
Oh
it.
no. Oh
I've
no.
seen this chart before. There's someone in my chat that sends it to me every time this debate comes up.
The cube rule.
Yeah.
I just saw this. It's perfect.
Cube
This
Yeah, I
is
rule.
saw
it.
the
We need
cube rule.
hard ways to classify these things.
Hard way.
Yeah, it has to be hard.
No, don't ban dirtbag.
Ban dirtbag.
Mods,
Do it.
mods, Bantina.
No, don't.
Hey, is a pig in a blanket sushi?
Oh my god, Jesus Lord.
Yes.
Good question.
Yeah.
Wait, is a tamale sushi?
In a wrap.
Wait,
Um,
what do you
Would
think
tamale be
sushi is?
sushi?
Oh
Wait,
my
wait,
God.
wait. No, because the tamale
No.
doesn't encompass 4 sides. It encompasses 5, right? So it'd be a quiche.
No, tamales, because you take them apart and then it's just corn on that. Like it's you don't eat the
Sushi-
husk. You cook
Well, then
it
it's
in
a
the husk.
salad.
Then it's a salad.
Yeah.
It's just like a loose salad, a mushy salad.
On the cube rule, 4 is sushi, which means all around, open on both ends. So a taco, an enchilada, pig in a blanket would all be sushi.
Taquito.
Oh,
Well, that's the
Taquito.
stupidest chart ever. You found like the worst.
No,
most
all the
biased
goodies are in a
chart that
wrap.
isn't even based
It's
in
perfect.
reality.
It's perfect.
How can you just classify anything that's surrounded by something sushi?
Yeah,
Doesn't
isn't that
sushi
cultural
technically have to
appropriation?
have fish?
No, because there's California rules. There's vegetarian
Yeah.
sushi.
Yeah.
That's not real
There's-
sushi, though.
Yeah,
Yes,
what?
it is. Who
It
are
is.
you?
No, it's not.
Why are you
Oh my
gatekeeping
gosh,
sushi from
dirtbag.
us?
It's not real.
Yeah, look at this sushi gatekeeper over here. Excuse me,
Mhm.
I'm about to have a bread and hot dog sushi roll. I'll be right back.
Wait, how can you have sushi without rice though? That's a real question.
Just
Um,
fish
wait, what?
or just seaweed.
There's a lot of
or...
sushi.
Has
That's
a bottom
sashimi.
and a
Is
Yeah,
side?
or
different?
just
Sashimi is sushi. It's a type of sushi.
yeah. It's
That
just
is
the
like when you're
fish.
thinking of a sushi. Oh, so that makes a good
Sashimi
point.
isn't
What kind of
wrapped in
food has a
anything, it's just
bottom and a
raw
side?
fish.
Oh,
now we're
no.
confused. No, I hate this now.
Thank you, Evie. You see?
Yeah, I guess we're
It's
It'd
thinking
be
of,
like a
when
fold,
people don't
right?
agree with me.
the good valid point here is that like maybe in a Western brain, we think anything that be surrounded by something sushi, but it's actually a very specific kind of sushi
Do you-
called like
I do
maki.
think, yeah, it's not. I do think that a lot of with sashimi, a lot of people confuse it with sushi because like that's where
No,
you get it
sashimi
from.
is
The
sushi. Both of those are
place.
types. Both of those are types of
But
sushi.
sashimi is not really sushi, though.
Sushi
I
is
mean,
is
it?
listen.
preparation of rice.
Conga the chef. Wait. Conga and the chef in chat said sushi is preparation of rice.
There
So
you
you're
go.
all wrong. Conga is the number one
Well,
gatekeeper of this.
Conga is a good. I don't think Conga is a chef, right?
Well, whatever.
You're giving him an
You
official
want
chef.
to
I'm sure
get
that
wrapped up in
are.
the
I think
definition.
Conga is a foodie. I
Yes.
don't think
A
Conga is
Michelin
technically
star
Oh my
chef.
god.
Conga is half
We
Japanese.
have an expert
Conga is
on
like,
our side, and you guys want to discredit them. I can see what's
Thank
happening
you.
here.
Thank you. Look at this.
I've been sitting here trying to say, with all you fucks talking over me, that Conga said it's preparation of the rice.
Well, actually. That's what you
Alright,
guys
I'm kicking
sound like.
Tina from the call.
Actually, Tina, I don't appreciate your tone. Okay,
Well,
Yeah, Tina.
I only apologize to Evie.
thank
Oh,
you.
see you.
Don't make me.
You can come back in
I am
whenever
actually,
you'll be unmuted. You can be unmuted whenever you
Yeah.
apologize.
I'm actually like hungry for sushi now, though. So
I will take my apology written on paper. You can
wait,
hold
who's
it up.
Yeah.
apologizing? Is it supposed to be
Tina.
me? Oh, okay. Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh, Tina's in the
Tina-
hot seat now.
Mhm.
What?
Tina's
Tina,
muted.
500 words. Tina, 500
I'm
words.
Not.
Just
Am I
2
muted?
words. Only 2 words matter.
What?
Huge cock.
Oh my god! I'm fucking muted.
Is that the essay topic?
I'm
Is
fucking
don't
Tina
think-
muted
Yeah,
for
those
everyone
are
or
the
just
two
me?
words that matter.
No, like I can actually hear Tina.
Oh,
Okay, well Tina's
hi.
muted to the stream.
I thought we were gonna pretend that
It
Tina was
wasn't.
muted
It
to
wasn't
us.
that you
and
were
then-
muted,
hold
Tina.
on.
We were all just ignoring you for a
There we
minute.
go.
Yeah.
There we go. Now she's muted for everybody.
Aw. Okay, it's funnier now.
Now you guys get to see what I was saying. Hey Tina, less talky because we can hear you more righty. More righty.
Yeah. We need apologies in triplicate, or for everyone here, so quintuplicate, I guess. Quintuplicate.
All right, chat. Let me show you more Tina Hassan evidence of screenshots that I've taken. Okay.
I love that
Yeah.
we're doing this while she's muted too. This is perfect.
She's unmuted now.
I feel like everyone else should be muted now to experience what I just went through.
I don't think so.
Oh,
Tina, I'm
wow.
a gamer. I know the kind of prejudice that you just had to experience a fraction of. Okay, so don't try to Tina-splain to me. Okay, what real pressure?
Oh
please.
my god.
Actually, the
Gamer
reason I'm
is
not
the most
muting
depressed
everyone
class.
is because I'm gonna let everyone shout themselves out real quick because I gotta go play Valorant. Starting off with Double
Oh
Shot.
my god.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me on. My name's Double Shine. You can follow me at twitch.tv double_shine or on Twitter doubleshinetv. Yeah, a lot of fun. Had a lot of good topics.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah,
Hey.
they got a little heated, but you know it happens.
That's what I'm here for. I love the heat. Okay.
Yeah, all you fucking new fucking
Wait, did
Twitch
Alex
streamers
change their
all talk
name
the same.
also, by the way?
Yeah, Alex is Lexi something.
Lexi Bat.
I'm
Lexi
Lexi
Bat.
Bat.
not aware.
I almost said
Okay.
Lexi Bear, but I was like, that's
Because
not
I
it.
swear, I kept like,
No.
I was like, I swear to God, that sounds like Kezbox. What? Who is this? That looks like them too.
They go by
I guess
Alex.
it
now.
was.
Lexi.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay.
Tina.
Alright.
Tina_2. I stream politics and I talk about Canadian politics and Indigenous rights and all that stuff. I'll also cover American politics from time to time, so come on by and hang out and get to know me. It's a lot of fun, I promise.
You were muted that whole time.
No, I wasn't.
Aw.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
you can write it out and post it in Twitch chat if you want.
Hey, you wasn't muted. I'm joking.
You
I was
can't
hoping
gaslight me like that.
Mm.
you-
Tina's explaining gaslighting.
Orb Lady.
Hi, I'm the Orb Lady. Come hang out with me. I've been playing a lot of Binding of Isaac. I also talk politics sometimes while I'm playing Binding of Isaac because I'm reactionary as fuck. But I would enjoy your company, so bye.
Bye. Dirtbag.
I am Dr. Ron Teabag, and I stream on Twitch. And I mostly just kind of like, I drink more alcohol than I should, and I talk a lot of shit, and we do politics and Minecraft and other video games.
Cool. Leon, my co-host.
It's Dirtbag, by the way, too, not Dr. Ron Teabag. It's just a joke.
I'm posting
Oh.
your links in chat.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. You're good. All right. Sorry, I'm getting over my COVID booster. But I stream in the afternoons, typically about 11 Eastern to 4 p.m. I kind of do a bit of different stuff. Sometimes I'll go through some like articles about gaming and esports. I've been reading through a lot of analytical, like private research areas lately. Sometimes I just play whatever game I want, which I've been doing Final Fantasy XIV lately. So yeah, you can come follow and join us, and that doesn't interrupt with Freemz' schedule, or anyone else's typically, because nobody streams during the day.
True.
I stream during the day.
And- Hell yeah. Yeah.
Kidding.
You do sometimes, don't you?
Well, I do, yeah. I'm not kidding. I meant like, I'm just, whatever. I'm high.
You're good.
Oh.
Yeah, you usually stream like twice a day, right?
Yeah, I have no life, pretty much.
I'm twitch.tv/Freemz. Catch me here every day, 8 p.m. Eastern, except for Friday and Saturday. I mostly play games and then do this panel. I have some other show ideas coming up, just getting back in the swing of things. We're gonna raid. Are you gonna be streaming, Leon?
I can stream for a little bit longer and talk to chat. Probably not too much later
Okay.
though, but for a bit.
Okay. Raid you then. Yeah, also a lot of cum jokes on my channel.
Too many.
God, I love cum jokes.
Not
yeah.
enough.
I know-
Yeah.
I don't get tired of them ever.
Yeah. Yeah, you sounded kind of like cum, a little salty, Leon. Anyways, it's the raid.
Hey, you know what else is salty? They're crisp. You usually put them in soup.
No,
I'm
right
not-
now.
Oh, am I? Oh my god.
Oh, what? Ah! Oh god, that's a little loud. Hi.
Wait, too dank.
Yep, that
What's
was
too loud?
the raid notification.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I must apologize for my friend Tina. Please, you can mute her if she's just
No!
talking too loud.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. I'm gonna hop out. I'll see you around sometime soon. Good
Later,
panel.
dude.
Later.
Yep.
Good meeting you. All right. I'm gonna play Minecraft.
What?
I believe.
Why am I?
Still hanging
Why
out with
was
you
I
guys.
muted? I saw that shit. Why?
Wait, were you muted the whole time, Tina?
Oh
That's
god,
messed
are all
up.
of my,
That's so
my
messed up.
alerts like
Come play
really loud right now
Minecraft.
for some reason?
Stop
Trash
silencing me.
abandoning the Freemz rave to Dirtbag. What up, Trash? How you doing?
Wait,
Oh, that is
Wait.
just that's
Thanks for
Dirtbag, are you
messed
still
up.
streaming?
This is really messed up.
Yeah. I just got on though. I wasn't even on when I hopped
Ah,
on with you
dang.
guys. I was just like
Okay.
chilling.
Good thing
Why?
we
What
didn't,
happened?
No, I was just saying, good thing we didn't say the gamer C word,
Oh yeah, no, I don't care. Like if Twitch bans me, I'll go stream on fucking YouTube. I don't really care. Fuck them. And also, I'm pretty sure that you have
Drop
to
your
say it in
YouTube
a
account.
derogatory way. So
Drop your YouTube account.
Leon,
Yeah.
the 5
How do you
gifted
know I
subs,
wasn't
they
going to
just
say it in a
muted me.
derogatory way?
I mean, maybe you were. I don't know.
I
Hey,
hate.
Leon, are you still
sleep.
there?
Yes, alerts are very
play-
loud right now. I'm sorry.
Do you play Valorant or do you only?
I can't hear you over it. What?
Mute your alerts or turn
I'm
them down.
trying.
Do you play Valorant?
Not really.
Oh, okay, I think we're about to play.
Yeah, you pass.
I'll be on Minecraft later, Evie, at some point.
No, later.
Yeah,
Later.
Trashbook is actually correct about that. Calling it the C word is weird because I keep thinking that you're talking about cunt, and I'm like, why don't you just say cunt?
Choice.
Yeah. True. Cunt.
All right.
What choice
Get
do
it-
we have?
Dustin,
Not
thank
true.
you.
Vouch was
Thank you
explaining
for the
to me
gifted
in context,
subs.
and he got banned
Appreciate it.
also. Really? That's funny.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
I like
mean,
the
not funny,
actions
but
you were doing
funny.
when you said
See
that,
ya.
Tina. You're like, we don't have a choice. Though you look like you're about to flash everybody. You look like you're about to rip open the shirt. We got a choice. So like, oh my god, Tina's Joker build.
I am Joker. I am Joker pilled at this point. I am completely Joker pilled.
I didn't realize I was Joker pilled until people started telling me I was Joker pilled.
I think I was the first one to tell you that.
You, I think, yeah, you were one
What
of
is-
them. Someone else might have been Aiko.
We need to
Are
look
you
up the urban
really?
definition of
Joker
Joker
pill?
pills and then self-diagnose.
Joker.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of this.
What?
I mean, I've heard of it. It's where like you don't care, right? You just like want to blow everything up or something. Isn't that Joker pilled?
What?
yeah.
Like Joker just wants
Some
chaos.
people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm actually I say I'm Joker pilled, which is more intense.
I'm
That's like-
Joker pilled.
I'm Joker pilled, but like with no E and just two R's. Joker.
I'm Dr. Joker pilled.
I'm Joker pilled, but in like the
I'm gonna head out. Bye, everyone.
Are you sure you don't
Bye.
want to
Did you
talk
say
more
something,
about
Tina?
tamales
Freemz
and
muted you
fish
again.
soup and stuff?
No, he didn't.
I can't hear Tina.
What? Yes, you can. You gaslighting
Tina,
Is she talking or?
Freemz, will you unmute Tina,
Is
please?
she-
Hello?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm not
right.
muted. I know I'm not muted.
Tina, is there something wrong with your audio on your end? Like, we can't hear you.
Maybe their mic is muted.
Yeah.
I've been telling Tina to upgrade that mic for a long time.
Laughing.
This is the best.
Now you look Joker pilled.
I am Joker pilled. Hey, how about
Still fucking muted. How do I unmute her?
what are you talking about? There's no fucking way.
The
Does
button's not
anyone know
working or something.
Discord? Yeah. Does anyone know
I'm
Discord
not-
commands? Maybe ask
don't know
somebody in
Discord
Leon's
commands.
chat.
I
Hey,
can
Leon,
literally
Chad, do
hear
you know any
myself.
reason why Tina
I
would be
can
muted?
hear myself, and they're trying to lie
don't
to
know.
me. I can
Might have to like
literally hear
restart it.
myself. What the fuck?
That's like I couldn't get it to work earlier either. I just restarted it.
She's like listening to your stream now.
Tina, I love you.
God damn, I'm funny.
I actually tuned into
That
your
was
big
funny.
stream.
Pretty hilarious, actually.
It's so funny.
Is it-
It's so funny.
I was trying to
So,
stick up for you, Tina.
What that
I
kind of
wanted
attitude will
Freemz.
give you?
I wanted Freemz to unmute you.
That's what that attitude will get you. Little Tom the
Muted
Slammer.
again. Oh shit! Muted again. Right in the middle of a rant too. You could tell that she's doing a
have
rant.
a vein popping out of her forehead.
Yeah. Tina, we
Oh,
still haven't
this is
gotten our
biphobia.
apologies.
This is
Huh?
biphobia.
It's true.
What is
Wait.
it? How is
Freemz
this
is mad because you have too
biphobia?
much sex.
Yep.
I don't have any sex.
I'm muting Tina. I'm muting Tina because she's bi.
Bye bye.
This
Bye
is
bye bye.
biphobia.
Bye
Bye.
bye bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Oh no.
Bye bye, comma. Bye.
Clipped and shipped.
I
Clipped
hope
and
so.
shipped.
That's not,
That
so
was
that song by NSYNC is super biphobic then. 'Cause it's talking
Exactly.
it is
about,
really
it's talking about
biphobic. I was
cancers.
literally just thinking that. Hmm. Wow. I'm offended now, so I'm gonna leave. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye, dear
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you all. Bye.
I'm leaving too. Bye.
See ya.
Thank God.
Wow.
Good.